whatever. Shut up, Kenny. So do
mean,
you.
Dog?
Shoot, Pierre know he gonna cry. That's why he don't want to watch it.
I cooked crab cakes at Nav House. She ate one of them. She said, "Oh my God, they're so good.
Damn.
You don't even understand." And then put on gospel music.
Hey Dante,
Oh,
why would
she
you call me a
was fucking
narcissist?
Cause he just don't want. You just didn't want to admit that it was based off of true stuff.
I only admit
It's
stuff based
not
on
real.
true stories being factual. I don't admit it just because it could have happened. Did
Listen.
it really happen? No, I don't think it really happened. That conversation didn't really happen.
We don't know
But it's-
that.
Listen,
He invited them all
Nafati
back
is
to
like
the
Mother
hotel.
Goose.
There is no way you're going to throw out a movie and say based on true events if you're not saying it's based on a true story. If it's not saying based on a true story,
They just
then it
don't know
didn't
what the
happen.
content of their conversation was.
But they're saying that night never really
They
happened.
don't want. They don't want you to believe
Listen
that.
to me.
I believe it happened.
Well, you believe what you
Nafati
wanna
is
believe.
the equivalent of Mother Goose. If you tell Nafati somebody got shot in the alleyway, she'll give you the story that went with the shooting.
Right.
Oh, who got shot? Jerome and Terry. You know, Jerome and Terry probably got shot. They was probably talking about that time in high school
That is
when
a
the
lie.
one stole the French fries
That
from the
is a-
other one,
that is
and
a
then
lie.
they was stealing bikes,
That
going
is
in
a
60
lie.
seconds. She just started making up a whole scenario to go with it.
Or
Did
she'll
you
be
watch
like-
the movie?
And it was the truth.
Or she'll be like, you eat mayonnaise on your French fries because you know in 1993 the first person in Chester
If I
to eat
start saying
mayonnaise
how
on
they
their French
be,
fries.
they gonna be mad. The narcissistic people in the room. If I say how they be, they gonna be mad. I don't care what your opinion of me is.
You're
I'm
a
still me.
narcissist too,
No, I'm
Nafati.
not. No,
How
I'm
the
not.
fuck are you not?
Because-
you're saying it like it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
So explain how I'm a narcissist in a bad way. Come on, let's go.
We already had this argument.
Let's go. Come
We
on.
already had this argument.
Yes, let's go. Come on.
Ready, set,
I can't
go.
believe you called me a narcissist, bro.
Fight.
That's
Come on,
what
let's
you
go.
said.
I'm not joining into this.
Go.
Y'all malarkey is just
John
too
Wright
early
said
for
it
this.
never happened.
I don't care what John Wright
Right,
said.
so
I believe
continue.
it happened.
You believe.
Yeah.
So you're a narcissist.
You believe that it
You
did
just said
happen.
you don't care what nobody
She's not a
said.
narcissist.
Because
That's what a
because
narcissist is. You
no.
don't care about nobody else's feelings.
You don't care about anybody
I don't care
else's
about your feelings?
No, because you're trying to make me say that it didn't happen. And I'm saying I believe that it happened. It's how I felt about watching the movie. Gosh.
Make me having a
Yeah, make
me having a lot of faces, baby.
It's how I feel about the movie. I don't care how nobody else feels about the movie. We just don't know what their conversations was about. They made that up. But they all were there. The actual fight, everybody's in the audience. Every last one of those four people in there, except for the one that was in the ring, which was Muhammad Ali. In the original fight. Go back and watch the original fight. Malcolm is there, standing right where he
believe
was.
you, nah.
Sam was there, standing right where he was.
Now you done got her
everything.
narcissist side going. Now she got
now
Shut up, Kenny. You don't know what narcissist mean.
I don't. I don't. I went to Chester High. I don't know what that shit mean. They ain't never even bring that word up when I was a kid. I ain't heard it till I was older.
I still-
ain't even
Jabri,
gonna
we
lie
are
to
never
you.
going to grow up.
Damn, dog.
I'm
Like,
definitely a
seriously, thank you.
narcissist.
Yes.
Though. I take it. I think it's time for me to own it and really act upon it. Right? Yeah, it's definitely time for
You've
me.
been acting on it. I'm
No, I
glad
haven't been acting on it.
Really?
Honestly, no. I've been a soft narcissist. I haven't been a hard narcissist. Like this is how I need things to go, and if they don't go this
Look at
way,
his face,
it's
though.
just fucking
It's the
canceled.
face.
Right? That's the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I said, I don't care what I don't. I don't care what anybody said. That's how I feel. You can't make me change my opinion of how I feel.
That's a narcissist.
No, it's not.
Okay. What's your definition of a narcissist?
You.
You can't just say
Damn.
me.
I guess I can.
No,
That's
you
my
need to-
definite. When
Say
I
that.
What do
Face
I
bottom.
do that's a narcissist?
try to change the opinions and the views of others, that is you.
Actual
I'm not your
facts,
kid. You
though,
can't
part of the
change it.
problem. We believe fiction didn't make the announcement that night either. Right. But go ahead. Say what you're saying. You believe that I'm a narcissist because I try to change the opinion of
Are
how
y'all gonna
people
have a
feel?
debate about if both of y'all are narcissists the whole show? While we got missed too much here?
He wants it.
Oh my
that way.
God.
That's what the narcissist does. We're going to talk about being a narcissist.
Did you lock the door in
show.
case Jabri kick in the door?
Dante
it's wide
said
open.
you.
Oh.
It's wide open.
Check that.
You left it open?
You know, Dante saying he repeating
mean
you.
to.
But anyway, go ahead. What's up next? We can't stay on the narcissist situation, right?
We was talking about the movie.
Right. Coming to America too.
We can't go back to Coming to America
We
too.
was talking about the movie.
We want to go back to Coming to
bell.
America?
He rang the bell.
Sponsored by Chiche.
Sponsored by what? You got the noodles backwards.
But he don't want to promote
Because
the
I'm not
brand.
promoting the company, I'm promoting Chi-Chi. They was made by black people. Is this still Black History Month?
What's in the
Fuck it,
Chi-Chi?
we extended it.
No, today is
Chi-Chi.
National Women's Day. International Women's Day.
The month is or the day is?
Today
Today.
is.
Is International Women's Day?
You ready to correct me? It's not that. It's the whole entire month.
Listen, I ain't
Oh.
saying nothing.
Oh, that's
Right.
good.
It's
That's
just
good.
today.
No, it is today. Today is International Women's Day. It's actually a day that they started, I think, like 2-3 years ago, and they started to honor other women. Last year, I believe, Tim from T-Bear Photography, he actually listed a bunch of women that he considered to be should be.
Can we agree that
Honored
you
that
can't
day.
be a real woman without a man in your life?
Was I in there? Turn the lights
Without ever having an interaction with a man?
on. Dante, leave me alone.
Say that again.
Huh?
What you
Just
say?
say?
You didn't get what I just said?
No, say it again.
You can't become a complete real woman, right, without having the interactions of a man. Or you can't become a complete man, right? You know how people be like, I'm a man? I don't think you could be like a completely, fully developed man, right? Without a woman.
I don't really understand what
Without
you're
the
saying.
interactions of a woman, without there's a lot
You
of
got
men
a
that run
mom.
around, huh?
You got a mom. What else are you
Yeah,
talking about?
that's a woman. That's
what
a
are
woman.
what are you talking about? Like,
If a man was raised around all men, he couldn't become a man. That's what I'm saying. Debatable. If a man was raised around all men, right, with no interaction with a woman, he couldn't be a man. It's impossible. Part of being a man is being a protector of a woman, is being a nurturer to a woman, to be a support system to a woman. If you don't ever have an interaction with a woman, how the fuck you gonna be a man then? How you gonna protect her if you don't know how to protect her? How do you know how to, have a conversation with a woman? Part of being a man is being able to have a conversation, to be a fully developed man, not just like a half-ass man.
So what you saying is, if a male grew up around all males, that if he get with somebody, he's not going to be able to be in a relationship? Or
I'm not saying he's not going to be able to be in a relationship. I'm just saying he's not a full man though. Part of
So he
part,
got to learn it.
part of
So he
life,
gonna-
part
he
of
gonna
life
learn
is
it?
man. He would definitely have to learn it. You have to have interactions with a woman to be a man. During your lifetime, you have to have some type of interaction. How the hell you gonna learn how to kiss a woman if you never met a woman? If you never had a woman in your life?
True.
How do you know how to be compassionate to a woman or to caress a woman? Fuck, you just a guy with a dick. How you gonna make love to her?
He can't.
That's what these
He
men
can't
are now.
become a
I'm confused.
complete man.
That's what I said. A complete man.
Right,
A complete
okay.
man.
Because I ain't understand. I'm hearing him say it, but I'm not understanding it in a way.
Why not? I'm just asking why. You say you're not understanding it in a way.
Because of how he's saying it, he's saying like where's the mom at in the whole gist of all of this? Like he was born from a woman, right?
I'm saying women.
So is he
women?
getting- is
Women
he
abandon
becoming-
their boys sometimes.
So
Or women are absent in a man's life. Women. There are
Yeah,
some
but
women that
then
get addicted to drugs and are absent in the bringing up of these young men. Shit, we know women that ain't even. We know women that's absent at the fucking gold room and don't raise they sons now.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm not. It's how you're saying it that's not making me say. Because either way you look at it, there's some type of woman around. No man will fully raise a man or a woman, and there's no interaction with a woman in any way, whether they see it on TV or they read it in a book or a newspaper or anything.
school.
There's
I
something.
could-
Yeah, they have a female teacher. It's something that's going to give them.
I could look on TV and see how to have sex. That don't mean I know how to have sex.
Yeah, but you're
I could look on
saying-
TV and watch somebody cook. That don't mean I know how to cook.
But what you're saying is like basically there's no woman around at all. Like it's just a world full of men.
No, I'm not
How did
saying
he
that.
get here?
I'm saying that some
He said, "I didn't
young men grow up without interacting with women. Henceforth, you get what you get when they get older. Some young men grow up around too many women and not enough. And don't we complain about that now? A lot of times is that these mothers are left with these sons and try to say, yo, I'm gonna raise my son, and never let the father see him. And then when the little boy finally does meet a man or an old head on the block, then he curves to learn through that.
Right.
It's like the missing of. If a young man misses out on the nurturing of his mother, having a sister, I don't know, having a cousin, an aunt, some type of grandmom, some type of woman in his life, he misses a major part on becoming a fully developed man.
Do we know any man like that?
I know. I got friends that ain't never have a compassionate woman in their life.
Have a compassionate woman, but he had women in his life. So he either learns to do the same or learn to do the opposite, right? So either he's gonna love different or he's gonna love the same as he was taught.
Shit,
And
some
most
of them
people
are making the
gravitate to
psycho
do the
killers if you
different.
watch Law and Order.
Yeah, that's true. We watch Law and Order. We seen that. But I'm just saying it's how you worded it. I didn't understand it in the beginning.
Well, I always word stuff weird. I apologize. I'm an artist. Shout out to Chi
Why you
Chi's.
just keep laughing?
Because that's what you be
too
doing.
much thing
That's
she in
what
here
be doing.
fronting
You
'cause
should
she
be
got her
watching
hair-
it just in there laughing. They silly.
Because it's the same.
It's not
Ain't
going
no
to change because you
difference.
sitting
It
in
ain't
the
no difference because you in here.
It's the same. It's the
Welcome
same thing.
to
Y'all
the
just got
jungle.
Kenny now.
Whoever
agree
ain't used to watch our show, Miss Too Much is a part of our family. She's been part of
Always,
the growing
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
She used to come hang out with us every day, and then she got
She came with her little cut.
I didn't
Yeah.
come
And now
every
she
day.
came with her real hair. She just
yeah.
I had my real hair last time. It was just
It's
a
the little cut. She came. She was like, "Yo, I just cut all my hair
was
off."
just
She
She had
started
her
using
little
black hair
on.
products. Her hair done grew out dark and lovely.
You
know
gonna
what
play?
I'm
You
saying?
gonna play with your hair for a little bit? Just play with your hair.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why you want me to
Play with your hair.
We ain't seen her
So I can
since
play
she
the
did the
song.
silhouette challenge.
Why you want me
Play with your
to
hair.
Oh, thank you, Jackie. He played the music for it and everything.
Go ahead, swing it again, girl. Shake that shit.
That's
She
bullshit.
definitely got her own hair out
Thank
there.
you, Jackie.
Yo.
We appreciate the stars this morning. Ever since she did the silhouette challenge, we ain't seen her no more. She dropped the lingerie line. She did the silhouette challenge.
And then she took the
I'm
back
on
seat.
here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In spirit.
We got you here in the chair today. Hell with this. Now, Dante said, where's the OnlyFans page that's connected to the lingerie?
I don't have an OnlyFans page.
Oh, I thought everybody had an OnlyFans page.
No, but if I made one, I would make a lot of money because everybody think that I got one.
Oh, Pierre,
Yo.
side note, we're going to make this Too Much OnlyFans page with just screenshots and pictures and photos and stuff.
What? Wait a minute. Announcement of joining the NOI is what I was saying. Was the next day.
Talks, white women eating pork and drinking.
John,
Okay.
yeah, I don't understand John either. It must be not don't understand men day because
No, so
Where's
when he said the announcement earlier, he was saying like in the movie, right?
Oh.
The fictitious parts was about that, right? The announcement of joining the NOI was the next day. So Muhammad Ali joining the NOI was the next day, and then the talks with white women eating pork and drinking, like how they talked about different situations. Just the subtleties of the conversation was was dragged out.
oh, it took okay.
Right. So
Well,
he had
as
to
false-
explain it.
As false as that is, right? Or fake as that is, I know something that is real.
What?
You can't be black and be the king of England. Boom.
Can't do that. Can't marry a black woman and be the king of women. The king of England. Can't do that.
Nah, y'all ain't running London. Y'all ain't bringing niggas into London.
Yeah, you can't do that.
What did Jay-Z say before? No niggas in Paris?
She
Or
gonna have
niggas
to
in
move
Paris?
him to the hood. She gonna have to move him to the hood for protection. That's how I feel. Meg got to move him to the hood for protection
So let's start at the beginning.
at the beginning.
Queen Elizabeth.
Uh-huh.
Now, you see her picture. Her picture is up on live right now, right?
Queen Elizabeth.
Would you call her a racist,
Hell to the Yazid.
Absolutely.
Maisha?
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Right. So her actions while she's been in tenure, while she's been the queen of England, have been racist towards black people. Correct?
Hell yeah.
So we have
I don't know. Oh man, I don't know
ahead.
if we should talk about this. I might not be allowed back in London after this. I told you how their security is over there.
they don't play no games.
well-
Even though they wasn't going to give security to the baby, but we're going to talk about that situation.
Fuck.
Right? So a couple
Like
years
London.
ago, Prince Harry married Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle is a black woman. She has a white father, correct? Right.
But she got that soul juice in
She
her.
got that. So
She got that mama's attitude.
Right.
Prince Harry fell in love with her. They got to playing around. They got to going back and forth. Then they end up getting married.
He
Now,
tasted that chocolate.
now personally, it was okay before they got married to the queen. She
No,
was like,
I think she just dealt with it. I don't think it was okay. I think he made it perfectly clear. I want to do this with your blessings or without. So you should want to give me your blessings.
You know who she resembled? Robin Thicke's ex-wife. The girl that was in Mission Impossible, the actor lady. You ever seen Robin Thicke's black wife? Go ahead. Y'all talk. I'm going to find a picture for you, Nafi T.
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, no, go.
I think the queen honestly just accepted it, like because he was basically like, I'm gonna do what I want. Either you want to be a part of the wedding, or we will have a wedding without you. which I think he should have did anyway. So, you know, some people show face and be like, okay, well, if you insist that you love her, just make her sign a prenup. So she doesn't get a hold of our money. Let's make sure that she is, like, we hold her at bay, thinking they'll get married, he'll find out who she is. Paula Patton?
Oh, that was her name? Paula Patton?
That's what that is?
That was Robin Thicke's wife till he cheated on her.
Paula Patton.
Yeah, my mom said she thought it was a phase that he was going through. Like, he just liked this girl. He ain't really in love with her.
He didn't think he was going to marry.
Yeah,
right.
so once they got married, she didn't think it was going to last either. Oh, they can go ahead and do whatever it is they want. She signed a prenup, a very, very strict prenup.
So
like,
they
she'll never get anything.
They had plans on trying to end it, right? Because they were having conversations. He was having conversations with his brother, his father, his uncle. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, we got a nice white girl here for you.
That's not what I want.
He said, listen, man, once you go black, you'll never go back.
That's not what I want.
But honestly, I look, when we talk about coming to America, I think about the first one when he left, when he was like, listen, I want to have a connection with the person I'm married to.
We ain't going to talk about that first one.
No,
I
just don't want to be married to somebody just for the sake of being married.
Right.
I want to love this person. I want to be able to build a future with them, and they didn't like that. Right? They definitely didn't like it. So they've made it hard for her.
Yeah.
Right? You know, the tabloids over there, which I believe work for how can the tabloids be as anti-cultural as they are, but be against the queen? Like, that doesn't work. Like, she's just like, yeah, put it in the tabloids that she's suicidal, she's crazy, make him feel like it's true. And it's sad, bro. It's absolutely sad. But they had an interview with Oprah. And I didn't get a chance to watch it. I'm gonna watch the whole thing after we done.
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
gonna
show.
watch it too.
I was about to say, I've seen parts of it.
And it's some deep things in that situation. So they talked about Archie when the first son was born, and they talked about how he wasn't given security, and he would not be given a title. Mm-hmm. And then I just want to real quick, right?
They had the first baby, they had a miscarriage, and now they're in their second baby.
Right. So you know, and the color of his skin.
It's darker.
Right. They wanted if the child comes out extra dark, you know, we gotta hide this. We can't have no extra dark prince running around here.
The Michael baby. That's what it is. I'm dead serious. They wanted to cover the baby with a blanket at all times. It was the blanket syndrome, right. And they really left the baby in the house. Like, every time they left, he was covered up. He was shielded. It was never a picture exposed of him. And I think until now, no one has never gotten to see this baby because they were concerned about his skin tone than anything, and everybody was trying to see it. And she wanted to hide her baby more so, not from the world, but from the family.
Right.
She really, and
He wasn't hiding the baby from the world. He was hiding the world from the baby. Drake. That's what Drake said.
This is
But if you look at the baby, now I get a picture of the baby looks white. Right, has the features of his father, and not the features of the mother's mother, and that's what they were scared of, and it's actually sad, right? That we're at a time and place where they're allowed to really come after this girl the way they were, right, and attack her and have her. She called it the institution.
All right, so I'm sorry here, right? Why wouldn't you think that the queen can do whatever? She's the queen of England.
Because we believe that everything's equal.
Everything ain't equal in England. She the queen.
But
you can't dethrone her now. Who gonna take her place? You can't. This ain't like a presidency or something. You can't. Her bloodline goes from the first days of England. No, I'm serious here.
So whatever they believe in is wrong. Correct.
There's no duking her, buddy. There's no putting her out.
It's not about putting her out. It's about exposing her to be wrong.
She's only going to be wrong outside of England. She's not going to be wrong in England. Everything that she's doing is right to her and everybody else. You can shun him from the family. You can twice remove him from the family. And they'll say, in years to come, when she on her deathbed, she'll want to meet those kids. You are the heir of this throne. We need you to carry it on in the way that we would. And they'll say, well, we have African-American descent.
Yeah, even if so this is another thing about this king and queen shit. Even if she says they won't have a title, which she's in power, they can't have a title while she's in power. Once she passes away, they'll have a title.
She's going to put somebody else. It's another family that can that can take if it's no heir after her, another family will step up. And once he says he wants nothing to do with it, he'll walk away. Even though it's rightfully his, we see it on TV all the time. Even though it's a mock, but still,
I looked this joint up last night.
Okay,
and I'm letting you know that no matter what, she's in power.
No,
so it's just like if a king was in power of a kingdom,
I swear
right?
he does not listen. I didn't disagree with that. I'm just saying once she passes away. And he says
she ain't going nowhere. She using all types of. She's the queen.
How long y'all think she's gonna?
She gonna last for another 20 years.
She done outlived her daughter. Shit, she gonna be here.
They killed her.
She going somewhere.
They killed the
Princess
daughter.
Diana was not her daughter.
That was her husband's daughter.
That was her husband's wife.
Her husband's wife.
Yeah, that was the Princess Diana was her son's wife. She wasn't.
Her
related.
son's wife.
She wasn't related to the family.
She's not related.
She was brought in like
she
Meghan
was poor white trash.
Like Meghan was.
She was poor white trash. Basically,
at the time, the husband. Yeah, she was right. Well, she wasn't.
So she was her
trash.
daughter. So her daughter-in-law.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
She was the daughter-in-law.
Oh, I thought it was her daughter all that time. I got to go back and pay attention.
Yeah, no matter what though, the bloodline is connected. You can't get rid of it. You can put somebody else in power. You can say whatever. But the history books are always going to have to say that person is royalty.
I talked about that because I wanted to talk about Princess Diana and how her driver was intoxicated and on pills when he crashed the car, right? Mm-hmm. And he was driving at a high rate of speed, trying to outrun the paparazzi. Princess Diana's life, she was all about equality. She was over in Africa. She was helping people in Africa. She was actually getting ready to marry, and they said it in the comments, a Muslim man. Mm-hmm. And that just infuriated the queen. And she's like, nah, we can't have that. They talked to her. They brought her in. The same thing they did with Meghan. Listen, you don't really want to have this baby. This is the institution. They're talking about the institution. They're talking about the queendom, the kingdom, right? Mm-hmm. The whole... So they're telling her, no, you don't want to do this. And she was like, well, I'm in love, right? Why can't I do it? Now, the husband divorced her and was dealing with some old crazy. He was talking about becoming the babe tampon and all types of shit. They was talking about that on Saturday Night Live. So he was in love. So if my ex-husband can be in love and be with somebody, why can't I be with whoever I want to be? Because you're still related to the kingdom. You're still in the institution. So though you can't be with a Muslim man, you have to be with a Christian, God, Catholic man.
Or nobody.
Or nobody. Be single. And she said no, and they killed her. That's how I see it.
They treated like a kingdom.
I think they definitely killed her, and they never proved it to be anything less than an accident. I think they honestly killed her. I definitely believe that, and I honestly think Meg is under. She needs like way different protection.
So he left. They weren't offering any protection. They're actually in Canada right now. They're living in Canada. They're trying to start their own businesses, right? Because Prince Harry was cut off completely. Like they stopped giving him his prince money, his duties, and everything just fell to the wayside because he married this black woman.
But she had her own money though, right?
She doesn't have
their kind of money, but
so
she has
don't
her
have
own
her
money.
She's broke to them. Right?
I mean, to them,
in comparison, it's like shit, motherfucker. You don't own a country, bro.
But I think I'd be much happier. We was talking about
own a country, and what about like how much
Jamaica?
They own 50% of Africa.
Yeah, they do.
I just feel like I think she's better off. They're better off without him. In order to have what they consider to be a normal life, I would definitely left too. I'm for it. I just don't. I don't know. I just think she gonna have to come to the hood. She gotta come like we gotta protect.
She come to the hood. She a dead hoe.
So this is what happens.
No,
black people been killing their own for years.
No, come on.
Every time
we don't have no unity then.
We never had no unity. When they wanted to kill Malcolm, did they send a white CIA agent in there, or did they send somebody from his neighborhood?
Oh, did you hear about the cop that said the daughter said the joint was falsified?
Right. Well, I always said that. They turn us against each other. They have black people that don't listen to.
So are they in LA or?
So when they left England, they went to Canada. They have an established home in Canada, but they have since moved to America and are in LA.
Listen,
I don't know. I just feel like she got to live here. They live in Canada. She was making okay money as an actress. Yeah, she good. She not. I feel like we know how to survive. And we know how to make it work. He just gotta know he can no longer have the tradition that he normally had. Yeah, that's all. They are really honestly like
coming to America. The ideal of it is made off of how they lived in England. If you've been there, you would understand it. Like England is like, they own it. It ain't a presidency. Like I said, Jabri was over there with me. When you near the Queen's house, the road cleaner people, not fatigue, we can eat off the street. That's how clean it is over that joint. Them niggas clean the street every half an hour on half. They out there cleaning, washing the street. You go to jail. If you throw something out like this, before you make it to the other end of the block, the police on you. Yo, it's like a real like royalty like situation over this joint. Like they hold that shit like when you next to Buckingham Palace, boy, that shit be real. You be like, God damn, this is really beautiful.
I remember you coming back saying, I think the United States should be ran by a woman because the way the Queen of England runs her country.
The way the Queen run it, she don't
it's
play.
Amazing. But
cops wear suits.
But now we sitting here talking about the Queen of England being as racist as they come. Talking about how she's denying her family because they're not even a half of black no more. She is racist. She never made it like she never even wanted to sit at the tables with the other blacks, the blacks of heads of other countries.
Who's this, Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah.
She's old. So
not even in her younger days, like when we didn't care about what was going on, like look at the table. She never really wanted to be, she showed it from the beginning.
So in her younger days was when everybody was racist and it was okay. They was hanging niggas from trees. Embedded in right? Things have gotten better for us.
Her bloodline come from Crusaders.
I think he'll stay with her. I think she will leave him before he leaves her.
Right? You can't.
She'll say. Right. I think she'll say, John. That this isn't to your comment. I think she'll say, I can't. She told him don't leave his family. She didn't say, well, it's either me or them. He chose to leave. He wanted the normal life. He loves her enough to say F all of them.
So listen, he has absolutely no right to the throne, right? I mean, it's Prince Charles is his brother. Then it jumps to Prince Andrew, right? There's so many people if Prince William has any more kids, then so he's the very last. Everybody got to die, and he'd be the last person there. Right, for him to be prince, you got princesses.
Yeah, but he might not get the throne, but he can go. It's the money. Like if she lets him go and he goes back, he falls back into the money line. So it's that. But I think she will walk away from him before he walks away from her. See, he has now something to prove. He has to prove that I made the right decision. He has to prove that I'm happy. He's showing Queen Elizabeth that he does not need her. I don't need you to be happy. I don't need you to be successful. I am who I am. So that's what she is doing. That's what he is doing. But her, on the other hand, she's like, I genuinely love you, but I won't be hurt and behind this. When she lost that second baby, that damn near killed her. That's where the suicidal thoughts came from. And that's why they're saying what they're saying. And so when they deny her first son, she ain't give a fuck. She's still black at the end of the day. She looking at it like they've been denying kids all their lives. They wanted to deny you because your mom was poor white trash. So what does that mean? But if she will walk away from him and say, you should go back, she will leave him be. I'm keeping my kids. That's that. They will have nothing to do with you. She will be that woman one day because she has been through so much. I've been fighting for a love that I held inside of me for you forever. I'm not going to continue to live like this.
What type of fairy tale shit you be watching?
You're not listening. That's why. You only heard what I said.
I'm listening to what you say. I'm just
saying.
Like, that's
She'll leave. That's all I'm saying. Let me see his stomach.
That's some real Breaking Dawn type shit. Like,
I'm just saying she'll
Twilight.
leave. Either way, how it's going to play out. John will write money on his mind.
I'm just saying, you want him to turn into a vampire?
I think that you gotta be serious at some point.
I am being serious. You just said some real fairy tale ass shit.
No, I didn't. I said she will leave. She will leave him. She knows how to survive. She been working. She nothing was given to her. She earned everything. She will leave him. He won't leave her.
He was the only one from his family to actually do things that they said royalty should not do. He was in the army. He was in the Air Force, whatever version of the Air Force, right? He did things, right? He's more like his mother than he is like his father. So his mother was trying to remove herself from the crown and all that extra stuff. So the money he said it during the interview. How we afford this is the money that my mother left me. My mother left me millions of dollars, so I can do all of these things. Money that I never touched. The money that's afforded to him from the mother's will. Mm-hmm. The brother is married to a white woman, of course. Mm-hmm. So that white woman then uses her venom that she got from the queen because she ain't really like that. So it's like, who can I step on? And this is what we do in our own community. We continue to step on each other's necks, right? It's like, oh, motherfucker, you won't do this or you can't do that. So Kate Middleton, who is Prince William's wife, was very mean to her. Where she turns around and she reverses it and said, Meghan made me cry on her on her wedding day. It's like, oh, like why the fuck would I make you cry on the wedding day when you were the one being mean to me? There's so many stories over there and so many things that are written to crucify Meghan Markle. And I just say, as black people, now this is our queen, right? Literally. And if we don't uphold her and sit there and talk about her in a good light, then the white people will continue to down her. And
they're gonna do that anyway.
But if we push her up, there's no way they can get to her. We don't understand the power that we have. We sit here and we say, oh, this, that, and the third, but we really have so much power. We can do so many different things. It's absolutely crazy. So,
that's why he going bald.
Who?
Well, I'm letting you know this, right?
The brother.
He going bald.
It's deeper than that when you think of it. It's because the queen ain't gonna let one drop of black blood in there. Because once you trace back her bloodline to what England used to be, that's where Anglo-Saxons is from. That's where them Vikings really came from. And when you go to that, you know what they used to go around and do, right? They used to go into people's villages and say, don't rape they women, don't do nothing. You just kill everybody in here. Pure, this is where it came. If you think I'm lying, you got a little Google thing, right? Real quick, Pierre, Google the history of Anglo-Saxons. See what country they come from. Where are Anglo-Saxons from? They're from England. That's her bloodline. That's where that royalty and all that stuff. Back then, when all them crusaders and everybody was running around, the last tribe of people that were like the kings and queens were Anglo-Saxons,
right.
Vikings.
Right, North Sea coastlands.
They were from England.
Continental Europe.
They were from England.
Occurred within Britain.
They were from
I
England.
gotta watch it, Lakeisha.
So that one drop of black blood, that's why she's so ruthless about it. She
Absolutely.
She like, nah, like,
so,
she like, you want to leave?
They're gonna say it's not the
Leave.
queen. They're gonna say it's not the queen, but nothing gets done without the queen's
who
consent.
gonna say it's not the queen?
He should say that it's not the queen. She said they didn't really expose who's behind it. all.
No, like he said in the situation, he said, I don't want to have that conversation. He said to Oprah, because Oprah called him, he said, hold, before we get into this, who said anything about the baby's skin? He was like, yeah, that was a conversation we had, but I don't want to talk about it. Right, so they've already told him, let's say something. And that sniper that sits on top of that roof right there, say hi, hey! He waved down to him, he gonna shoot you right in your fucking head.
I don't think that's
gonna
true.
take you right the fuck out.
I don't think that they would kill him.
They would
I think
what?
the way they've exiled him, they would turn it up by 10. It's basically she won't get another job. Her family will suffer.
There's no way they
the
can
kids
affect
will suffer
anything
for the
here.
every.
Nah,
no,
I
it
think
is
they
a way
would
they
kill
can.
him.
I don't think they would kill him.
They gonna kill him. They killed Princess Diana.
So
Listen.
they would have to go to the extremes that they did with her too. Like,
Just
what you gonna put him in a
drug the
car?
driver.
Okay, you gonna put him in a car? You gonna crash and then say he didn't make
They'll
it through
figure
the
out a
accident?
way.
Yeah, but I don't think that they would. I think that they would just turn it up by
They'll pay
10.
you $1 million
You don't want
to
her to
crash the
suffer.
car.
You don't want her to suffer. Then you won't say this because guess what
England.
happened? Now her family suffers. Now her family is affected by it. Now your kids will suffer for the rest of your life. I don't think that they will kill him. All I
I don't think they care about that. They don't
I think
care
they
about
do.
that type of stuff.
No, he does though. He cares about that type of stuff. He's the person who looks at it like my kids are going to be something without you no matter what. Well, if you talk about this, they won't be. You won't even be able to put them in a good school. You will be living in East Compton next to 20, less than a quarter.
And then
you
we'll
better
lift
stop
them up.
fucking playing. You'll be neighbors. You'll be coming outside with your jeans on.
Your son will be rolling up trash bag wraps with Michigan.
You better stop playing. Like I'm just saying, I don't think that they would kill him. I don't think that they would kill him because he actually has the bloodline. I think that they would.
I think they would kill him.
I think they would threaten him with sufferance of the others, not of him. Like, okay, you're still.
I don't know.
You're still him.
Nah,
but
they run like you ever seen 007?
Here we go. That's your opinion.
No, have you ever seen 007 though?
No.
That's where it comes from. It comes from England. The style of that, like the detectives, the CIA, the secret like service people, and when you go over there, you see it too. Something about when you're in London, right? The people over there are so scared of the government that they act a certain type of way. Like Jabria tell you, we was over there, right? We ain't see no cops. You see no cops none of the time. You don't see no cops on the street. Man, you could be like, it could be a street. There was this one street near where we were staying. It was like South Street. Thousands of people outside, no cops. As soon as one thing happened, the police come or the men in black come. And it's like their detectives all wear like the same black suits and they drive Benzes and they hop out and they just take you away. It's like a weird, you gotta just be there to see it. And then they make sure they separate like white neighborhoods from black neighborhoods. And like they call the black neighborhoods like districts or something, zones or some shit. But I don't know. I just think they do. I think he's scared. I think because he know they'll make him evaporate.
He's still their family. I don't think it's that he's scared. He's still their family.
Who's
like
gonna lock her up?
at the end of the day, that he's their family. Like he's still like that's still my family. It's some stuff I still don't say about my family, and we don't talk.
So
you understand what I'm saying?
To have these riches and the
I don't.
fortune, to have these riches and the fortunes, you look back on their family, the royalty, they have killed their own family. They have cut their own family's head off. They have murdered sisters, cousins, brothers. Your only family, because I acknowledge
I'm glad
you.
y'all all think that they would kill him. I'm saying I don't think that they have to. If they already threatened him, they didn't tell him we'll kill you. They just told him.
They told
you
him
open your mouth, she will suffer
John
for the
Rice.
rest of her life. You
John
open your
Rice.
mouth. If he already knows the consequence, they don't have to tell him, right? I just don't think that they would kill him. I think they would tell him, if you open your mouth about this, you will suffer. She will suffer for the rest of your life.
It's a business.
Your kids will suffer for the rest of your life. I think that once he's a part of the family. He was born into it. He's seeing things that they thought he didn't see as a child. So he already knows how this goes. I just think that all they had to do was threaten him. You don't speak to your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, whatever. You still don't tell the shit that they did because they're still your family. You're like, yeah, I just rather not talk about it. Just know we don't fuck with each other no more. That's it, and that's how it go. So you don't have to put out who did it. Everybody will make their own, have their own idea of who did it anyway. Who said what anyway? We all assume that the queen is the one that said that about the kid, and I believe it was the brother.
This should be a contest
I
of
think the
how
brother said
good
it. How are we going to
black
look
women
at this
loving is.
baby? How are we going to look at this baby with such dark skin?
Yo,
Like-
this should be a contest of how good black women's loving is, yo. A black woman, she got power, man. A black woman got fucking power. You made the prince lead a fucking kingdom? Them yams is that fucking good? He like, man, fuck it, we go to Canada. I don't care what my mom, my grandma say. We can go to Canada.
He always wanted out, though.
We can go to
Everything
Cali.
about his life, him personally, his
That's
brother.
a lot of power to give away for some yams.
He knows he will never be king. If you know that you're your father has a conglomerate, has a business, and you know you'll never inherit anything.
But I never be king, but I still get all the perks of being in the family, right?
But all the perks of being in the family don't outweigh you getting some good loving or don't outweigh
So do it matter
your
if you
freedom.
Tito or Jermaine?
They
You
killed
still get the Jackson money, right?
So they killed your mother. So you still gonna stay in and take the money? That says a lot about you as a person. That you know they killed your mother. There's no way to. My mom was about to marry this Muslim dude, and then she died in a car accident where the guy was drunk and she didn't know he was drunk and pilled up. She don't know. Yo, what's wrong with you? You all right? Like, she's not a princess anymore. She's out on her own doing her own thing. Her and the husband were divorced. So now I'm looking at you and I'm not having a conversation with my driver. Yo, what's going on? Like, get away from these motherfuckers. Oh, no, they shot him full of that shit after they crashed the car. They said they broke down and did an inspection on the car. It was all types of alterations to the driver shit, to all types of stuff. Listen, they have power to do whatever they want to do. And when you have absolute power, that's absolute corruption, man. You'll do anything to protect that. Anything to protect that. I'm not sitting here talking about families and cousins. I'm talking about ultra fucking power.
I feel like people like that look at them as sacrifices. They don't look at them as like people. They look at them as sacrifices.
See what happened to so and so, right? Don't let it happen to you.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You see what happened to Johnny? We think about our own situations in our own groups, right? We got New Jack City. What happened? Like, I got power. This is my shit. Right? When we break,
have to shoot G Money though.
you got motherfuckers snitching on each other now in our own groups just to stay out and be able to do the thing that they doing, man. It's sad.
Nino was always jealous of G Money. G Money had a Jerry curl and a box at the same time. He had a better jump shot. He was light skinned. He had that Puerto Rican black look. Nino was just a hater.
I don't know. I just feel like I feel bad for me. I feel like she doesn't deserve this just because she fell in love. I think that's
She don't deserve it
wrong.
just because she got them good yams.
Shut up.
I swear I'm getting them some medicine.
She got good yams, dog. This nigga
Maybe
left
then
the kingdom,
he'll
dog.
listen to understand instead of listening
wanted
to
out.
reply.
He wanted out. Yeah, no,
I believe he wanted out. I believe if you look at his actions before getting married, he wanted out. That's why else would he marry a black woman?
Because he loved her.
It wasn't about It wasn't about the yams. Why else would he even think about getting involved with a black woman? Unless he wanted to be the
Chemistry,
child
man.
that was doing
I
the
don't
crazy
think
shit
I
to
don't
get
think
out.
that's true. You
You
can't
can't
help
block
who you
chemistry.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that. You can't
You can't
help
block
who
chemistry, dog.
You are attracted to. He spoke to her one day. The next day, they probably had a conversation. He mustered up enough strength to ask her out for coffee. It was a conversation
From
that
the
was held
beginning,
between
he was told not to deal with her.
From the beginning, he was told who to deal with.
Right.
So it didn't have to be her.
He goes against what he's taught.
Any woman he would have brought there that wasn't of a certain statute, they would have denied him. They would have said she's not clean enough. She's not educated enough. She's not this. Look at her family background. She got a cousin that live in East Bummerfuck that doesn't care how he looks when he goes to the store. It would have been an issue either way. She isn't even one of the bottom barrel of the black girls, and they still have an issue with her. I just feel like he was heavily attracted to her. He asked her out, and it went from there. She kind of sort of said, hey, man, listen, your background says I can't do this. She pushed away and pushed off of him. He was persistent.
More than
something
definitely
between
her being black, I'm almost 100% sure she got all types of threats before
everything.
What?
Stay away from him. I'll pay you off to leave him. That kind of stuff.
She probably had motherfuckers popping up at her door. She probably had family members disappearing like, yo, like, you know, if somebody snatched your uncle and said if you married a bull, you ain't, what, for real? This is a real situation here.
I just think that he feels like he should be able to love who he loves. And it wasn't, he didn't do it because it was defiant. He did it because he actually wanted it. He wanted her. It wasn't, no. His mom set the stage for him to look elsewhere.
Right.
And where did his dad find his mom at? It wasn't in England. It wasn't at a fucking tea party.
It wasn't in England.
It wasn't at a tea party.
It wasn't a tea party.
He found her right at one of them damn clubs he wasn't supposed to be in there swinging her hair and being her.
He said he found her twerking.
Swinging her hair and being her.
He said I've been at the golf club at the twerk sessions and this was nothing like
it was
when
nothing
I went
like
in the hood.
this. Like, no.
He probably told his brother, man, yo, you don't even understand, dog. Like you go against a family, you ain't see her dance.
She threw that thing in a circle, bro. I'm pretty sure. What's his wife's name? Ain't doing this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. They in there. If they ever had a real man-to-man conversation, he'd be like, man, she get up in the morning and cook my eggs.
You waiting for the fucking nurse.
She cooked mine.
He
with
like
salt and pepper.
Yeah. He like, I tasted your wife's potato salad. It ain't
not
nothing like my girl potato salad.
It's not the same. Like, understand this.
He was dating her sister. Prince Charles was dating Princess Diana's sister. That's how he met her. Right.
He was dating a black girl too?
No. Princess Diana wasn't black.
Oh.
He was dating her sister, and he ran. Right. Yeah, he was dating her sister. He was at a goose hunt. They were out there hunting. He was dating the sister. He was like, "Oh man, yeah, your
see, that's the type shit I'm not giving up.
Power you got. Your sister look better than you. Let me get them. Yeah.
I'm not giving up a goose hunt to come to the hood. Okay, I don't even know how to hunt a goose. Or tell me I gotta leave this shit.
So she was so they were a family of stature. So Princess Diana wasn't just a regular like Princess Meghan is.
And the Queen of England is his grandmom, right?
They're gonna come and sit her down. They're gonna come sit Meg down and have a conversation with her. Like, listen, you gotta let him go.
I'm going to talk to
Granny. I'm surprised Meg mom ain't said to the girl, if you don't leave that boy the fuck alone, ain't nobody got time for this shit we be going through. Like, go ahead.
Accept them secret checks. Nah, just accept that child support check. Let that
nigga go. I know you wanted to raise your kids together, but listen, baby, we ain't gotta go through this. But then I honestly think that if he leaves, he will fight her for the kids. They're still an heir.
There ain't no.
They gonna fight for them kids.
There is no. She leaves with the kids.
See, that's not fair.
You ain't don't get to leave with royal kids.
This gonna end up. What's that movie with Oprah in it when she killed the kids when they come to try to take them?
They're from Britain. You can't fight it in America. The kids are off limits. If she leaves on her own by herself.
Yeah, and I don't think the kids would.
I'm taking my kids with me.
I don't think the kids would last. Or they would be like England, the black ball of the family.
You don't think the kids would last?
Nope. I think they would kill the kids eventually.
They wouldn't kill the kids. The kids aren't black. The kids are white.
Oh.
The kids are white.
Nah, they're going to get a little darker, though. I think they will.
And if they don't get a little darker, then what?
It's something going to happen.
They go off a bloodline. It don't matter if they don't never get dark.
We ain't got to worry about that because they not in the White House no. They not in whatever house the European palace. They not in that house no more.
I think them kids is in. I think even the government would say your kids is in danger for the rest of their life.
They know they are
because of the bloodline. I'm telling you, them Anglo-Saxons. That's all you go watch. Any old movies, go watch any history documentaries. They just don't play about that blood shit.
She got moved to New York in one of those little apartments. Raised her Let them go outside playing the dirt, shit like that. They'll be like, they are not the kids.
Right.
Yes, they are. They are those
You got to
kids.
send them to Harlem. They got to go down there.
You know, you can't find
You
nobody.
gotta
in
raise
New
them
York.
under different names and never tell them until you're on your deathbed.
Right.
I just wanted to let you know in case you want to find out.
You're
the son of a. You're the great grandson of England.
Said the queen is
England
married to her
belongs
cousin.
to you. Go get it.
Damn, the queen is married to her cousin.
Hey, man.
They kept it in the family.
That's what they want to do. Yeah. Just stick with your own race. Why? Why do you have to stick with your own race?
Because you ain't got to deal with them kind of problems.
You still got to deal with them kind of problems. Yes, you do. If you're not the right
The
statue,
racial problems that they're dealing with right
it's
now.
not even about race.
Right,
It's
so
about
it's a different set of problems.
It's the same. It's still with the same kind of problems. She may be dealing. She's dealing with race. She's dealing with statute. She's dealing with educational background. She's dealing with it all. We only see the race part because she has a black mother. She's poor to them. They're like she can't even like. Can she count or change?
I
Fuck
agree with
no.
you, CB.
Like that's not fair. What?
He said England got proper thoughts.
I want to
I
try out
said
a
that
white boy.
part.
No, he
I read his
said.
comment.
Nah, not that part. The part where he said they're gonna Kobe him. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think they're gonna let them kids make it.
There's no way they can do that and it not be seen. See, them exiting the way they did, any murder, any death goes back to the house. It goes back. There's no way any accident or anything. It goes back to them, and they don't want to be marred in that. They really don't.
And
They're
I
not
got
right
you.
now.
Yeah,
But
the
I'm
DuPont's
saying
definitely John.
when you think of that level of money, though, Pierre, it's certain levels of money that we can't do shit. JFK was killed, right? What happened to his brother?
Killed. Brother, other brother drunk.
Hold on, let's do this.
Right.
Huey Newton,
whole family,
hold
his
on,
son
hold on.
killed.
Huey Newton,
Right.
Malcolm,
Right.
Fred Hampton,
Right.
Martin Luther King.
Right.
People that they did this, they will do this shit, and that's the America.
But that's
where that's America where a president is replaceable. They was doing that here.
That's before.
Hold on. You're talking about England where the queen can't be overthrown.
So you're talking about people that can broadcast and throw anything at any given time. You are a television network in your hand. So technology has changed and stopped them from being able to do that type of shit. Because listen, what would have happened if Malcolm would have got shot right now with everybody that got phones out? Somebody would have been seen.
So
now
let's
you
be
know
intelligent
exactly
here,
who-
right?
Okay.
Who turns over the queen? If you find out right now that the queen has something to do with the princess dying, right? Who overthrows her? What government will come in and overthrow her? Nobody, because England's money is so old, right? That America had to break apart from them.
It becomes a family situation. Then the family sits there and says, no, you're out of line for doing what you did, and now I supplant you, right? It's just that simple. It's not hard. It's definitely not hard, but they don't want to go through. It's ways to get the queen out right now. If Prince Charles wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to devastate the family. There are ways to break up all types of shit, but people don't want to. You can't say anything is impossible.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying, what is the way then? If you know you're intelligent, you know how to Google stuff, look up stuff. You can't overthrow somebody that owns something. They own it.
People get overthrown in business all the time.
They own the land, is what I'm saying.
People get overthrown.
This ain't the president. The president don't own. Donald Trump didn't own the land the White House was on.
Right. Why?
The Queen owns the land that Buckingham Palace is on, and everything around it.
Right.
So how you gonna throw me out of Buckingham if I'm still in the castle? What the fuck? Oh, you throw? Okay, so you
it's
tell
for
me I
nothing
can't
then.
be the queen no more, but I'm
So
still in the
eventually
palace.
she will be old and dementia
She's
will
old
set
right
in.
now.
She will have
How old is
dementia
she?
and they will swindle their way.
Right. It's ways to go around it. I don't think it's just her by herself. It's the whole system. It's the institution is what they told her. You can't go to seek help for your suicidal thoughts because it'll look bad on the institution. The institution is everything.
I just lost a baby. I just did all of this stuff. You telling me that
The
I can't
firm
get
owns
help?
it.
I can't get help. That's weird. Y'all didn't even bring a doctor in to help me. That's weird. I'd have packed my shit and rolled.
They
Come on,
wanted her
baby.
to break. They wanted her to break. They wanted her to do something crazy. Listen,
And the crazy thing is, there's probably a doctor in Buckingham Palace.
I'm pretty
there's
sure it
tons
is.
of doctors, but
They
those
have their
doctors
own
work for the
medical
queen.
staff.
They don't work
Right.
for her. They're not independent. They're not sitting there telling her, giving her the best idea. They're saying, "Here, take 3 of these," and she fucking died from them shits. Oh, she committed suicide. It's right there. It's available for them. And the fact that they're leaving, the fact that they're up and rooting is saying, it's more power, it's more freedom for us to leave because we can get our own doctors and not really know, right? If that doctor might be taking a check from the family. Here, we're gonna give them $1 million to go ahead and do their thing, man. We can't continue to control things that are outside of our realm of possibility, and you can't ask for things to change if you're not willing to take a stab at it. So CMPRadio.net, man.
Dating your
CMPRadio.net.
own race. I
It's
think
the
date who you
station.
want.
You said what?
Yeah, white
They
boy.
talking about dating your own race.
what'd you
I think
say?
you should date who you want.
Try
I
me
don't
out,
think
a white boy.
You
I
want
don't
to date a
think
white boy?
I'm gonna try him out.
Oh, you want a pink monster?
Not for T part white. So I understand why she want to, shit dibble dabble with them other races. She used to live in media.
Ask Don Fati, would she date a white man?
no,
Right. Why not?
because I don't like white men.
There it is. So it's all about
Would
who
you
like.
would you date an Arab man? What about
Yes,
an Asian man?
yes. I've seen a lot. I've seen nice looking ones.
Okay, it's
I
just
just
a
don't.
certain.
I don't mind if you date outside your race. That's not it for me. But I do mind, like the same thing with Polo. He was up here. He was praising his wife. Don't get me wrong. I love her. I like her attitude, but I didn't like what she said to him. She called him a nigger right out of her own mouth, and that shit right there, that didn't sit well with me. Thank you, mother.
I don't know.
Thank you, mother.
I don't know if I could date an Asian right now because they be bitching. They talk about
I'm
you ain't
just-
been saying all the drinks with the Asian racism where they be like getting on the TikTok and all that. Be like, we just need to stop all this racism against Asians. They're treating us so bad.
They treating them like because the COVID started in Japan.
They can barely
So-
open their
China.
eyes.
I mean, you know what I meant. They was mad over that. They treating them like they all came and brought it to the United States. Oh, I've been here since I was 5. One girl said here in the city. I've been here since I was 5, and they just keep saying we started the vid.
Mom, I love you and everything, right? But Nafati lived a little bit of her life in media. She not all black.
She would know that I was living in the same house as her.
Oh, Mom, you was the one that had her living out there with them white people?
It's my mother.
I knew she was. That's it.
But
Y'all gonna get me fired. I'm at work fucking with y'all. That's how it goes. If you're tuning into the morning meeting and you're at work, tell your supervisor
to tune in.
to tune in. CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
I think interracial dating is not a bad thing. I don't find that to be bad.
I
I
would go out
once
with
said
a
my
white
son
woman.
better not come home with a white girl, but if he came home with a white girl, what I'm gonna say? Girl, can you cook?
So my mom, I went to college, 1997. I went to Keystone Junior College.
You went to college in 97?
Yeah, I graduated high school in 97. Right. So
shit.
Keystone Junior College, right? And my mom told me if she can't use a comb, don't bring her home. And instantaneously I went after a white girl. Hey, white girl, you got a car? Because I knew I needed to get back to Chester. I need to come back to Chester. So, I found
Not if she can't use a comb.
If she
Don't
can't,
bring her home.
don't bring her home. If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home, right?
And we have
Wait a
a
minute.
way
Is
of
that,
making
so wait a minute.
them-
Was your mom saying
we
don't
have a
date
way
black
of
women
making
then?
them-
if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
But some black women's hair is so nappy, a comb wouldn't go through it. So was she talking about them?
No, she was talking about her.
Is a-
She was
a white
talking
girl,
about
the
a
comb
white
go right
woman.
through her hair.
Right. So she can't use your comb. If there's no
No.
need for her to use your comb, white
That's
people
not
wake up
true.
and don't really comb their hair. They just wrap it up
They
and
just wrap
keep
it
it
up in a
moving.
bun.
Right. So you can see it from your side where if she
I
can't
wish
use
I
your
could
comb,
do
can't nobody use the comb.
I think your mom was trying to tell you bring home a white woman.
So I went after the white women from the rip. That's all I was worried about. I said I'm gonna get some of this white yams. You feel me? But
That's a shame.
it's not the feeling that I had wasn't there, right? And it was like her hair's with her legs on her hair, not like
Was blind.
nah, it was stubby. Like while I'm rubbing your leg and it's all like you shave. Damn. Then she played soccer, so she was a little,
Built.
Nah, she wasn't
I dated
I don't
a
find
few
that wrong.
white women in my life. and
I don't find
ain't
nothing
nothing like
wrong.
the real thing.
nothing like.
What's the
nothing
real
like.
thing?
Black.
Black.
I'm sorry.
It's
it
nothing like a
ain't-
black woman.
It's
not
nothing
just
like it.
But that's coming from the opinions of a black man.
Even the
And
white
that-
men agree with us.
I don't know about that.
like the real thing, baby.
That's a darn shame. I don't see anything wrong with interracial dating. I feel like if that's what you choose and that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you happy. You got to take the scrutiny that comes with it, though. You got to have thick skin to be in the interracial relationship.
I think love is love. It should be whatever you
It's whatever
love.
you love. If you feel comfortable, like it's the mayor of New York is married to. Well, is he still the mayor?
Who?
The white guy that's married to the black woman, and he had to tell his son how to be a black man. He said, "I can't even tell him because I've never been a black man." He said, "Son, if they stop you, put your hands up. I am not your father." That's not what they see. They see you as a black man. He's a dark man, son of a darker skin with curly hair.
Bill de Blasio.
Whatever, however you say his last name.
Right.
Yeah, he's married to an African woman. I mean, she black as shit. Like, and he love her. He, before he ran for mayor, people wasn't even looking at him as if he was married to a black woman. They just seen him that he was married.
Maybe if you
and
got a
then
woman
he became mayor of New York, and they started to talk about his relationship. And then when they started to, publicize the black being killed by the officers, he said, "I had to have a conversation with my son. I had to stop him and tell him, if they stop you, yes, I am your father, but you have to put your hands in the air and do what they say. You can't look at it like my father is your boss. You like, and I'm putting this in my own words. So he just was like, you got to explain it in them terms. Like, I have to tell you, this is how life is going. I can't come to the crime scene, and it's my son laying under the blanket. He said, you got to look at yourself as a black man. Put yourself in that light.
Now, Cuomo is the governor in New York.
The governor? Yeah,
he is married to a black woman. Yeah, he definitely is. And you said she's black as shit. She's definitely.
She's black as shit.
She ain't black as shit.
She 10 shades darker than fuck to me. She dark skinned. But I mean, her son took more of her complexion. He's like a balance in between.
She said, but I can't bring home a pink dick.
What you say?
A pink dick. She said.
That's what she said.
Can't bring home a pinky. Can't a Vienna sausage.
Like my dad.
I wanted to hear what Miss Too Much is saying. What you say, Miss Too Much?
She said, but I can't bring home a pink dick.
No.
You better not.
It was just funny hearing you say some profanity.
You walk in my house.
I never heard Miss Too Much say profanity before. That was crazy.
If my son's walking with a white woman, she's gonna feel so uncomfortable that she's not gonna come back. And I have Bubba being like, Mom, you wrong. I really like this girl. I got him doing all of that. And then he'll look, I'll be like, Bubba, she gonna call you a nigger one day and you gonna be mad as shit. That's how I would get him out of it. Because guess what you gonna do? You gonna knock the shit out of her. You gonna go to jail for hitting this white woman. I would say that to my son.
I had a lot of white girlfriends, more than I can count, right? And none of them.
They keep telling this too much to move her hair.
Do it. You got
the hair.
Flick it.
You not going. You're corny, bro.
You're corny, dog. Like,
why?
They want to see you do it. Like, just do it one time.
No, P wants to see me do it.
No, the viewers want to see it done. Hit the music again. Hit the music.
Don't hit the music.
Go ahead.
Again.
Do it one time. Do it one good time for us. Do it one good time. Do it. I do it for you. Watch this.
So what if this was weave? Y'all still want to see it?
That ain't
not
weave.
weave.
We know that ain't weave.
It definitely ain't weave.
It's not
All
weave.
natural woman. We know you good too.
Dang.
Good, sis.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
Not fake. But I was gonna say to you, man, I had a bunch of white girlfriends. I was living in Chai for a minute, right? Mm-hmm. None of them, even the ones that was black acting, I had ones that was white acting and ones that wanted to act like they was hoodish, right? None of them can ever have the connection that a black woman has because they don't understand. Like, they really, no matter how black they act, none of them can ever really relate to like certain things that would happen like in their white neighborhoods, or if I talk to them about like prejudice situations or any of them situations, they really couldn't relate. They would always hit but I'm saying, whereas though if I'm talking to a black girl, I'm like, damn, here go the cops behind us. The black girl get nervous too in the car. We're in the car, I'm with a black woman, I'm like, yo, fuck, here go the cops, baby. Put your seatbelt on. A white woman be like, why? Why do I have to put the seatbelt on? I don't understand.
But in this last 4 years of living, they started to have compassion. They started to say, I never knew it was like this. They've played it out on storylines over and over again. I am so sorry. They start to apologize for things they didn't do. Yeah. And it's such a shame that, and I feel this way about race, period. I don't want to be punished for my ancestors' doings. And I don't think that we should continue to punish others for their ancestors' doing. If they're genuinely showing you who they are, if they're genuinely showing you I'm not like them, accept them for who they are.
Give me $1 million.
I got a cousin.
I agree with you on that.
I got a cousin that's dating a white girl. When she was like, I'm girlfriend, I'm looking at her, I said, don't talk to me. Like, because she didn't speak. Like, they don't have no manners. She didn't come, she didn't say, hey, how you doing? Hello. Nothing. She just walked in and was like, I said, don't talk to me. And they like, nah. I'm like, listen, she didn't even come in the door and speak, first of all. So then, that's a number one rule in the black house. When you walk in, you gotta be like, hello, you will get this smacked out of you. If you do not speak. Like, they talk to their parents on first name basis. Don't you dare call me Nafati. It's Miss Nafati, or you gonna have that aunt handle on there, like the rest of them. But like, she genuinely cares for him. She's genuinely like, she knows she can't protect him. She knows she can't. But the way she like stands up for him even like in an argument with his sister or something like that, she'd be like, "Don't talk to him like that." Like that's how it is. I genuinely know people for who they are. The people who I thought I knew that I that came out like during this racist period of the last flip it again. That came out in this last
Look at
4
that.
years.
Look at that. PR got you some
You're
stars.
acting crazy.
And Miss Too Much got you some stars just flipping her hair. Look at that.
Flip it again.
Go ahead, do it. We need more stars on here. We trying to buy stuff, girl. Make sure to spend some of that PUA money. Go ahead, flip it one time. Go ahead. Go.
I done got you a
Put your
lot of
hand down and pull it up and do it.
what?
Oh, there you go. She did it.
Honestly,
You see, she did
You gotta flip it back and look at the camera and be like, so we get some
CMPradio.net.
stars, we try to get
Is this a
stars. It say
commercial?
CMPradio.net. It's the station. We gonna get all the stars. Oh, you! I'm serious, for real. We gonna shoot a video as soon as this show is done.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's how we gonna
Yep.
shoot the video. She gonna look away and then turn around.
Turn around.
CMP
in
radio.
slow motion. It's gonna come in slow,
Slow
motion.
motion.
That's a darn
I
shame.
can't.
This my shit. I really like this song.
I don't even know what they saying.
I don't even-
I was about to say
I think it just said "Play with me and love me through the night."
Right.
That's what it said.
I may be covered in cat hair.
And what?
It's cat hair, but I still smell good. It's a funny. It's
It's covered in cat hair.
a funny song. Yeah.
Now for T, a white person having compassion, all right? Can we agree that a white person having compassion for black people in the last couple of years, and a white person understanding what Nafa T. William went through walking down 9th Street is two different things?
Of course.
See, that's what I'm saying about, like, it's just a black woman, when she holds you, when a black woman love you, when she, like, you done fucked up some shit and she forgive you or some shit, or boy, that power that a black queen pushes into a black man.
I remember dating a white girl. She
Boy.
took me to a Sixer game, and we were sitting right behind
She
the
took you to-
King's bench,
Everybody-
Sacramento King's bench, and I'm sitting there, and they run around, they do the kissing joint, and it came to us, and she looked at me, and I said, "What?
You ain't kiss her?
Fuck no! It was too many sisters. I didn't even want to hold her hand walking through the game. Right?
Oh my
See that?
God.
that,
left-
Oh no,
that's
you
out of
you had
control.
your own. You had your own
That's
issues.
wrong.
No, we left.
That's
We
out
left.
of
That was that
control.
narcissist in you.
We left outside and got in the
That's
car.
out of
She was like, "So
control.
what's the problem?" I'm like, "I can't do this. Like, I really can't. I can't be seen in public with you. I
You
can't-
racist?
I was about to say.
I'm not racist. I just love my people to that extent. Like, I'd rather
Damn.
be able to sit. If I'm gonna be here enjoying myself, it's
You
gonna be
worse
able
than
to
that
sit.
family
Dante,
on
you're
Do the Right
sick.
Thing. I mean on Jungle Fever.
No.
Dog, you couldn't. What?
Thank you, Dante. Thank you.
Oh, dang! They told you every time you do it. Play the music. Yeah, shake your head one more time, girl. We've been winning stars off of this shit. Go ahead, there you go. Put your hair down. Now come up and flick it.
No, you didn't.
Oh, there it go. There it go. There it go. Y'all see that?
that?
Put your shoulders down. There you go. There you go. Y'all see her natural hair just swinging everywhere.
No, you didn't.
That's natural hair. Know how much they pay for hair like that? They pay a lot of money for hair like
You
that.
think we can get some money if we shave her bald?
pay for hair, so I know.
Nah, P, I've been there. Like, honestly, I just it
My mom said, but why did you go out with her?
Yes, I'm
that was
confused.
being
because
racist.
I
a bunch
didn't
of
know.
people,
Like,
though.
you don't know how you feel.
Why do you care?
Stop. Hold on. You don't know how you feel until you're in that moment.
Why do you say stop when somebody
'Cause I'm
y'all ask questions right in the middle of a sentence? Y'all
I
cut
always
off right
do.
in the middle
But
of
can you
a
not
sentence.
say y'all to me?
Soon
Because
as
I don't care
somebody-
if you cut me off.
He just cut you off right there.
Soon as somebody else is talking,
Stop.
It's like you start stop. Let's no.
'Cause I'm trying to get
but
you to
it's
hear
that's
it.
a legitimate question. Why did you agree to go with her to the game?
Because I
To
thought
a game.
Because it was a 76ers game, Nav. He was getting
I didn't
treated.
ask
Philly.
Kenny. I asked Pig. Why did you go with her to the
I
game?
didn't,
Philly,
I didn't know
it's
how
one of
I
the
felt.
Sixers
I-
games.
'Cause she had
honestly,
good
So that was
credit.
your first time being out
Yep.
with her in public?
Yes, my first time in public, but we I ain't gonna talk about. Anyway,
That's
it was
like
my
taking
first.
her to
It was my
Walmart.
first time in public with her, and
That's like taking her to Walmart.
Hey, you took her to the Sixers game.
but she was nice though. She was Italian. She was stacked. She was nice. You feel me?
So why you didn't want to kiss her?
And why didn't you want to kiss her?
Because it was too many. It was way too many. sisters.
I never
They
knew.
would've jumped
I
you.
knew black people was racist, but reading these comments, I got white cousins. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. They thorough. You understand what I'm saying? I know Bing gonna move out faster than some of my black cousins, hands down.
That's
she
one
white
person.
as she.
That's one person.
But
That's
it's
a group. That's a group
It's
of
a
white
lot
people
of
that you
they
know
had the opportunity.
inside of a group of
Their
white people.
skin lets you know
But when
that they're
they're-
white, but their actions say I'm black 100%.
But when they're with
Like,
other
that's
white
how they
people,
look
how do
with
they
you.
respond?
The same exact way.
How do you know?
Because I've been around them, bro.
Every time?
I grew up with them.
You
Not
grew up
every
with them.
time,
Right.
but when I've seen them enough to know that if it's us in a room full of white people and I'm the only black person in there, I know who's standing next to me. She's not gonna pick her skin color over the fact that I'm her cousin. She's gonna stand there and be like, man, fuck them bitches. This whatever. If I'm going to get lynched, she getting lynched with me as the white girl. And that's
But she
real.
has the option of being lynched, which is the difference.
Nah, but she is.
When you are optionally,
It's only because of her skin tone. Her father is black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
but
understand. She got red hair. She has red hair, red stringy hair. We talk about it all
Red
the time.
stringy.
Yeah. Her mother is Caucasian, and she wholeheartedly will tell you, like, I'm not one of those dumb white blondes, and her
Right.
sister is a brunette. Like, it's crazy. But I've never realized that
They
racism
don't have
is.
any lips. Boys, shut the fuck up.
It's crazy. We are more racist than we wish to believe.
oh, I definitely know black people racist. We better be.
Like we hold them the same way we don't want to be judged for our peers and our ancestors. We do the same exact thing to them. I seen Clayton say,
black
nah,
people-
but they still
every race
benefiting.
can be
They
racist.
still benefiting off of what their ancestors did. Not all of them though. They work just as hard as we do. They get the privileges of their skin. I understand that part. But at the end of the day, they just trying to live every day like we do.
Who runs America?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, then that shows you that no one runs it. You can have whatever you want, correct? You can do whatever you want, right?
Listen, I'm doing whatever I want, and I know that there's rules that come behind it.
What are the
and I'm
rules?
willing to follow the rules that come behind it.
What are
The
the
same
rules?
thing that they do. They follow the rules that come behind it. It's just some people just want to stand in front of you and say, nah, she can do it and she can. I can do it. I did it in my own community though. I'm not trying to take it over to the next community and be a part of them. I'm going to do it in my own backyard because I know the people here, they have the same struggle and the same strife. So I'm not trying to be a part of their community.
So
I
do you
just don't
believe-
want them to disrespect me if I walk in
Do you believe
through their
that
community.
a black man can still be Emmett Till in America today? Anywhere in America?
Today?
By white people? And where has there ever been a reverse of that by black people to a white man? Beaten and thrown in the water. If you have never seen that, if it's never been there, then we're still living.
I didn't see the Emmett Till situation either.
Your mother
I read
did.
about it.
Your mother did.
No, my mom actually didn't. But I read about
She
it
wasn't
in the
alive
book.
when that happened?
She was probably a small child. So she knows nothing of it. My mom she'll be 62 this year, I believe.
Right.
So my mom was probably a very small child. She knows nothing of it. She was living here in the city of Chester.
Right.
So it wasn't like they was like, you heard what happened to Emmett? Shit, your brother better not do that shit. They didn't do that. My grandmother and them lived different, from my opinion. My mom can correct me if I'm wrong. But they didn't hold people accountable for some shit they didn't do. My mom, I think they was living on 3rd Street when they first got here before they moved to the Bennett.
Right, Mia.
But hey, man.
I don't think anybody on here right now is racist.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mom said she's 61.
Right.
You'll be 62 this year. I'm not wrong, right?
Right. No.
Oh, no. I just gave her a 60th birthday party. Shit, she'll be 61 this year.
You wrong.
Sorry, Mom.
But I don't think talking about the things that we don't run across, the things that we don't, the equality that we don't see, the treatment that we don't.
Damn, you
said
don't
what?
give me the finger. Fuck out of here then. Damn, old ass, I'm over there agreeing with you and shit. That's what I get.
Niggas in Oklahoma in the last
This
5
girl
years.
not fatigued.
They doing all kinds of stuff. They just shot 3 niggas on Curling Street too the other day.
Who
Who
did
did that?
Police did?
No.
Who did
The
that?
black people did.
Why?
Black
We
Ice?
have no idea why they hang the people in Oklahoma.
Over
We
race.
don't know.
Over race. We know why they did that.
All right, so they shot each other over race. You black in the same neighborhood. I mean, come on. Yeah, nobody knows why anybody does anything. That's their mental complex that they have to uphold. I'm not going down. I'm not even going to Oklahoma. Why? Because I know we're not wanted there. If that's how they feel, just like
you
they
in
barely,
Pennsylvania, you ain't wanted here.
That's like they barely want to come to Chester because they know what's the first thing we say? Shit, they can come to Chester and try that shit, but we got a pagan motorcycle club on what's that? 7th Street, 6th Street, 5th Street, one of them.
7th Street, 2nd Street. They got a couple warehouses.
Yeah, somebody said to me last night in Cooper's, they
3rd
was like,
Street.
they said they was from Philly. They like, oh yeah, I don't really come down to Chester. I only come when like certain people is at events, and I'm like, well, why? He's like, because it's crazy down here. I said, it's crazy up there. Like,
But there's more space up there,
just
right?
bigger.
It's just something about being here and in the mix of all of this stuff that's going on here. They like people really don't. They know I don't go to Chester because I might not make it out, and then they come down here, they try it, and they be the ones that don't make it out. I'm just saying. The same way we say they hung 5 people they hung people in the last 5 years in Oklahoma. They say shit. They shot a couple people in Chester in the last 24 hours. Like everybody has a story to tell about where they're not living at, and that's just how it is. I don't know. I'm just a different person. I learned to mind minds. I have understanding. I tell my sons, this is how you got to deal with it. Their fathers tell them this is how you got to deal with it. If you don't deal with it in this manner, this is the repercussions that happens. That's it. But I don't look at the white people that are my age and hold them accountable for something that happened before we were born. You show me that that's who you are, then that's who you are.
Different, right?
But when you are genuine to me, I'm genuine to you. I still speak to the same white people that I spoke to before Trump became their president. And we still have the same interactions and the same conversation. There's nothing different. The ones that felt like they didn't, I'm fine with that. That's on you. You still got to come to this same job, do the same exact shit I'm doing. You ain't getting no extra, nothing. They didn't give you anything. You don't fucking see that? Your skin tone only got you to be able to cross the street by yourself. That's it.
Shit, they got to break into the White House without getting shot.
This is
Oh, no,
true.
somebody got shot. The lady died.
Oh, the one white lady died.
Yeah. How many people you got to shoot?
Well, they ain't turned around because she got shot.
They didn't. They ran.
kept going.
They kept fucking going. Oh, that's one down. Let's see how many more you going to shoot. You're not going to shoot us because we're white. That's how they looked at it, right? You know, black people feel like, oh, they definitely gonna shoot us as soon as we can't even think about marching down the street. They gonna cut your foot off. Like,
When they was breaking into the Capitol, if it was black people, even if the cops wasn't there and they was breaking into the Capitol, right? There was no cops there, and there was a group of black people, and we walking up to the Capitol break in. The first nigga would have walked up to the window and they'd have said, man, bust the window. He said, man, that's 5 to 10 years, man.
He already knew what
I
time
ain't busting that window.
I'm just gonna sit on the step.
Yeah.
I look out.
Another
for
one would have
you.
said, man, with all these cameras around here, y'all tripping. Bitch,
You see the
cameras
guard right there,
everywhere.
the one with no gun. Yeah.
what grade school y'all niggas go to?
It's broad daylight, dog. It's daylight. You want to do this in the daytime?
Yes.
Niggas would have had some good excuses.
We come right to the we'll go to the scene and be like, I only came to see what y'all was going to do.
I was just there.
Knowing I'm gonna get
Like that
just as
one
much
black boy that
trouble.
was in there that they showed, the one that black boy that looked like the boy from Power. He was just standing there like,
Standing there like, these motherfuckers crazy.
I hope I don't catch a case over this shit. That was the look.
Like I just came because they was here. To behave in racist, you have to have power because
You don't have to have power to be racist.
not at all.
I'm sorry.
We racist against one another as blacks. I don't got no more power than she
Be
got.
back there like, duh.
I don't see anybody
To be a racist.
to be a racist, to be what a racist is. Racism has denied us equal
Racism
opportunity.
with
I heard
power.
how you say it. Oh,
Denied us
so
equal
somebody else
opportunity in education, employment, and taking care of our families. We broke down how much a black family makes as opposed to how much an average white family
That's
makes.
racism.
That's racist. That's a racist
To be
society.
a racist person, right? I don't have to have any power.
Then how are you exuberant in your racist thoughts?
Let's go back
I
here.
just don't like you.
If
I
I'm with
hate you
That's
because of
bigot.
what I
That's a
read.
bigot. That's a bigot. That's a bigot. It's a bigot and a racist.
Dude, the eyes up real tight.
Racism.
we might need to look up that definition.
Racism, in my opinion, is how they feel about you without even knowing you, without getting I don't think that it has anything to do with my pay. The people that live in that trailer park back there by the cemetery
bigoted.
can't stand us.
They're bigots. They're not racist.
So,
It's not racist though. I'm not even gonna feed into that part over there. I'm gonna leave Pierre over there with the bigot and the racist and all that
it's the same
stuff.
thing. No, it's not.
nope. Sorry, buddy.
You look up bigot. What bigot means?
I'm looking up what racist stands for right now. A person who is prejudiced against another.
Right.
Or towards people or bias.
Right.
It doesn't have anything
now look
to
up
do
I
with
have.
Look
Hold
up
on.
bigot.
Wait 1 second.
Before you,
I just know. You asked me what
can't.
racist was.
I didn't
so
ask you what racist
I don't have
was.
to tell you what the definition of bigot is if I'm telling you that black people can be racist. It
Black
just
people
said.
are racist.
Black
If you
people
bias
Very.
against somebody else, I got black friends that say racist shit all the time. That if they were white and said the shit that they said, then it would be a fucking problem.
Like calling each other a nigga.
Yeah, if I have black friends that I'm around all the time and they consider themselves not to be racist, but they be like, man, fuck that white boy, fuck that cracker, man, fuck the police, fuck this white neighborhood, fuck this shit. Imagine if a white person was in a black neighborhood and was saying the same exact shit that the black boy was saying.
But what
Man,
is he
fuck
doing?
these black people.
But what
man,
is he
fuck
doing
this
to stop
this.
him? What is he doing to stop him? So we have a racist system of inequalities in Chester, Pennsylvania, of every black area. Where's the education? Who stops the education from happening? We do, right? Because we're not putting enough money into the education system. But who taught us how to put money into the education system? Who taught us how to educate ourselves? Right? If we don't know what the hell we talking about, then how can we say that we're not racist or we are racist? I'm not racist. I don't hate anybody that's white, but I do know that racist policies have prevented me from being the best of who I can be. This is a black-owned radio station.
All right, so if a white boy walked in here right now, was on the radio with us, right? And he said, man, y'all some chicken eating motherfuckers.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Why?
Yeah, but
if Kenny
but if I say, man, white people can't cook potato salad for shit,
It's racist.
that's racist.
That's
Yes,
a
it
fact.
That's
Is
racist
that a
still.
fact? That's not a fact.
No, that's not a fact.
Okay.
That's
I don't
still
eat potato- I don't
racist.
eat
That's a
white people potato
racist
salad.
comment.
I don't eat potato
So
salad.
how do you know it's not a fact?
But I know white people that can cook potato salad.
And you've never tasted it.
I don't eat it.
Well, see,
Bro,
how you know it's not
somebody
good?
I know that tastes it.
And then they eat your food and say it's nasty. What do you say about that?
Then they say it's nasty. What the fuck? They don't like it. They don't like it. I don't like everything that's cooked either.
I'm just
But
saying.
at the end of the day, if we just like we be like the white boy from Woodland, you know, out there wearing less than a quarter from. The white boy, he can't be like, "What's up, my nigga?" Hey, that's going too far. It took a long time for that boy to be able to say, "What's up, my nigga?"
To who?
The white boy out media, like the stuff that you hang with these people every day, and they be like, "Is that going too far?" They ask you, "Or is that going too far?"
Absolutely it is.
No, it's not, because why can I walk up to the white boy and be like, "What's up, my nigga?" And then he turn around like, "Nah, what's up, nigga?" And you looking at him like, "Nah, that's not how it goes." Why is it good for us to talk about one another in that manner, but we can't accept it from somebody else? I'm supposed to be just as thorough with you as you are with me.
No, you can't say that.
Yes, I can. You know why I can? Because it's my mouth, and I'm saying it because you said it.
So then females shouldn't feel no type of way when a nigga called
I'm
them
a bitch, and
Right.
I agree with that. How can you say to your girlfriend, "What's up, bitch?" And they say it's a term of endearment, but as soon as the bull walks in, like, "That's my bitch right there," and you're mad, don't call me a bitch. You just let that girl right there say the same. If you don't want, I always say it. Treat yourself how you want to be treated. If you don't like it, don't accept it. Don't let somebody start something that you know you're going to regret later on in life. And don't do it yourself.
So
I'm not going to call
So
somebody
did you look
something I
up
don't
what
want to
bigot
do.
is?
I didn't have to. I knew. I
So
asked you what racist was. and
A
you told
bigot
me
is a
that it
person
wasn't that
who is
word.
ostentatiously or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or a faction, especially one who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a person on the basis of their membership of a particular group. That's what black people are. We're bigots. We're not racist.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
What do racist mean?
A person who is prejudiced or antagonistic towards people on a bias, who are biased or in a membership, particularly racial or ethnic group.
On the basis of of their membership of a particular group is what a bigot is. So isn't that the same exact
Isn't it
thing?
the same
They're
thing?
both the same thing. They're just different words.
Who invented these words?
Apparently not us, because
Right.
we can't even pronounce half the words that's in the sentence. So,
So
what's the best?
a racist person, right, sits at the top, and a bigot sits below, and feels some type. That's what it says right here.
I just want to say that I'm so happy that I have good friends that didn't criticize me the way I criticize y'all when y'all read. Because
I'm not worried about
I
how
just
you
read
read.
that all fucked up. I felt like I should have signed up for Hooked on Phonics after reading that shit. That shit was fucked up.
It's like this. Racism is if you have a dislike for a person you have never ever, to me, known. You don't even know this person to know if they're a good person or not.
That's a
You don't
racist.
know. That's a racist. That's
a
also
racist.
a bigot too, bro. I don't have to know you to feel like I don't like you. I don't like you because of your skin color. They're both the same.
The two words were created because there are people that have power in a society and there are powerless people.
So
right?
is it what's a racial slur? What is a racial slur? I'm asking because I never heard of a bigot slur.
A powerless person can't be a racist because you have no. What you say to a white person cannot affect how they go home to their child and how they eat. But what a white person can say to you can affect how you go home to your child and how your child is educated. That's the difference between racists and bigots. I'm in that you see that they're the exact same definition used for two different words.
Okay,
Why?
but I'm asking you, what is a racial slur? What is it when they say, yo, that was a racial slur? Like when a white person says,
sounds like hate to me.
Black people love watermelon. That's a racial slur, right?
Right.
And if a black person says to a white person, all white people smell like dogs, like wet dogs, that's a racial slur.
That's not racist.
The word racial is deprived from racist.
No, it's not. The word racial comes from
What the
race.
fuck?
Comes from categorizing yourself in a race. You're black, he's white, he's Puerto Rican. Race. Racial and racist are two different words. They're not the same word. They don't even have the same meaning. These two words
I didn't say they were the same word. But I understand.
The exact same meaning.
Both of y'all listen to just speak.
No, you're just a narcissist. It's just a narcissist.
Sounds like hate to me. It's all hate. It's just top and bottom. And if we don't sit there, then I guess you put your top on the bottom. When you put the shirt on, at the bottom. If it's different, then you.
I just never heard of a bigot slur. I never heard somebody say, "Yo, that's a bigot slur."
Because we assume that our racist slurs have the same impact on them that theirs have on us. They might. Their racist society and the way they redlined our school district and the way they do this, we have them same. We don't have that.
We
same
have
power.
strong words to hurt them. You ever called in? What's that word they be using for Italian bulls? Say that shit to them. They be hurt when you say that shit. What's the word? You know what word it is, motherfucker. You was dating white girls.
No, that's not for them.
Italian. You call Italian something. They be like, man, don't call me that.
What is it? Guido?
What's the word? It's not Guido. It's something else.
That's for somebody else, right?
What's the word, Pierre?
I don't know the word.
What's the slur? What's the slang that you could call an Italian bull?
I've never called an Italian
person
a slang.
And they be like, oh man, why did you call me that? They get real. It's like saying Italian nigger.
We need the power to cut peas, Mike, off.
Is it a wop?
Because he'll just be like, stop while he's talking. A guapo?
No, it ain't. I don't know what the fuck
guapo.
it is.
What?
But it's a word that Italians hate to be called.
Saying. And it's like calling them a nigger.
Yeah.
A speck, Lisa Taylor said, that's Spanish.
That's Spanish, right?
That's for the Spanish. A moolie.
A moolie.
A fucking moolie.
Yeah, you fucking moolie. You call an Italian bull a moolie, he be mad as shit.
But they can say it to one another. They say it to one another all the time, you idiot. That's what that means. They say it to one another all the time. But you can't say it. That's all race have some type of slang that they use within themselves, and no one else on the outside can say it because it's made of disrespect. Just like we use the word nigger all the time. We don't want to be called a nigger by somebody else, and then they'll say it. Well, first of all, it's nigga up when we say it to one another. You say it, it's ER at the end.
So moolie is an Italian word for black people. That's what they call black people. You talking about what black people, what Italians, they call black people eggplants. Right? I just had to cut my mic off for that. But y'all can go ahead.
This nigga turned his mic off. Dante, get him.
Dante, see what you done did now?
He said,
y'all done hurt his feelings.
Mic off of that.
This shit is real.
I mean, it's crazy. Words have no power. Words have more power than we wish to believe. We are so insulted by things that people say versus their actions. It is a shame. Words have absolute power. You can make somebody feel so small just by saying the most minute things to them, and they look at you like, well, what did I do so wrong that you had to talk to me that way? That is
words got superpower.
It's something like, I don't know. They used to be sticks and stones may break my bone, but names will never hurt me. Let that white person walk past you. You fucking nigger. I can't believe they called me that. Like
go to an Atlanta club right now while All-Star Weekend going on and be like, man, y'all bitches lace fronts is fucked up. Every woman in the club will start crying.
This thing called me a bitch. And why he do that?
My lace front fucked up. What are you talking about?
That's
all I know is I'm about to make a GoFundMe.
All them spells.
I'm about to make a GoFundMe.
Oh my goodness.
All them people making GoFundMes to get back home.
That's hard.
They just wanted that money.
They should have got a run. No, that girl really ain't the girl who started it.
The boy said, I only got a one way because I thought my unemployment was going to be on my
You know what?
Yo, this is ridiculous. I heard people was down there getting dressed in vans and everything.
I seen the girl getting out the
videos.
U-Haul truck.
That's
I don't know
hard.
if she got dressed in there or she was
That-
sleeping in there.
I don't even know why they planned
Or she
on
was
going. They ain't
tricking
get to
in
go to none of the festivities,
It
right?
ain't about the games this year. It's about
about to
hookahs.
say.
It's about hookah and clubs, dog. That's what All-Star Weekend about.
Hookah and
Who
club.
got the best hookah and what club we going to?
That's hard.
That's it.
I don't-
And boy girls. A
Leave-
lot of them niggas that went
leave
down
hookah
They
there.
said a lot of them
Uh,
was coming back with sex.
A lot of them niggas that went down there, they got boy girl fetishes.
Leave
They wanted to go
hookahs
bump
out of
into
this.
a boy girl.
Listen, it's I don't know.
Hookah ain't
It's
got nothing to do with this.
who ain't got- Someone should have hit the bell. Your response was so on point. What, Laquana?
That's what she talking
I don't know.
about.
We missed it.
Cause y'all start talking about.
He started talking about Atlanta.
I'm just
I don't know.
saying.
I just feel like racism is
Atlanta is the
is
home
not
of boy
going
girls.
anywhere.
I don't know why they had the All-Star
And
game there without being able to go see a basketball game.
It's the
And
gay
everybody
capital.
was hyped.
It's the gay capital of the world right now.
It's the gay capital, and you know you went there.
It
and I ain't got
been
nothing
there
against
for
gay
years.
people. If you just like boy girls, just say you wanted to go see some
Thank
boy
you,
girls.
Drew.
Boy girls.
Thank you so much. Where's the gay power? Okay, they do. They absolutely do have power. But Atlanta's gay capital of the world. They have during Luda weekend. Luda weekend is Labor Day weekend, and they have what is it? The Gay Pride weekend. They're that weekend too. Yo, is he sleeping in the room? No, he not asleep.
He cut off his mic.
He cut his mic off, Dante, at your request.
Because we said words that hurt his feelings. Because words hurt.
Words definitely
But
hurt.
racist ex.
Y'all
can't
told me
keep
cut my
you.
mic off. So I
No, he
just cut my
did
mic
not.
off. That's what
Somebody
Dante said.
Dante said y'all need the ability to cut your mic off.
Well, I don't listen.
They better get tested when they come back. They gonna come back with the vid. They said all 3-letter STDs coming back. The vid and HIV. Yo, I was done. They said everybody coming back from ATL is coming back with 3 letters STDs.
Now you know they not getting
Vid
tested.
and HIV. I said, yo, they play too much. But
Yo,
you,
Dante, Jabri is on like a real heavy like COVID scare, man. You talk about COVID around Jabri.
He gonna put a mass slam on.
gay and STD cap.
COVID. Who said?
Say
Damn,
Coca.
Jabri, calm
Say-
down. No,
say-
no. You said COVID, bro.
Say,
You said COVID.
say Coca-Cola around that nigga. He put on a mask. Coca-Cola. I just heard the C word, nigga. DJ Darrell.
I'm trying to find this Italian
Oh my
word that y'all
God.
say blacks call Italians.
What is it?
I think
But
it
it's
might have
not-
been Mooley,
And
though.
the fact that
It's
it's
not
not
as
a
a
moolie
effing
is what they
moolie.
call us.
No, but I'm saying,
Nah, but they
don't
said
be
amongst
wanting-
each other though.
I don't think they be wanting black people to call them that. I forget. I could call my Italian friend and ask him. It's definitely a word though. I thought it might have been Mooley. Like if you be like, "Yo, fucking Mooley," they
Nah,
like,
didn't
"What?
somebody say
You call me
that
a
up
fucking
there?
Mooley?"
Somebody said it up there.
No,
I think it was
is it-
Mooley.
Nah, and they said a guap. It's something.
A guap,
It's
that
some,
might be it.
they
guapo.
said a guap, and we said that at first, and you said no, that's not it.
I don't know. I just I just used to hear it all the time. They used to rumble over that word at school. You say the wrong word to an Italian, they be ready to.
But when wear a mask, DJ, you know what?
A mool- No.
It's guap. It's guap. Why he just?
Guap.
It's with a G.
Oh,
He said it. W word. The word is guap.
hey, whatever the word
I don't
is.
know. Listen, them kids down there in Atlanta, I respect them. Just have fun, be safe. I respect them
Smoke
still
your
living.
hookah.
Smoke your hookah, drink your drinks, have fun, just make it home
Don't
safely
have
at
too
the
many
end of the
drinks.
night. Yeah, definitely don't have too many drinks.
Don't
Because
have too many
boy,
drinks. You
and
don't
don't
want-
accept drinks from people. I tell my kids, if I didn't buy you a drink, don't accept it. Like that's how I am with my girlfriends.
All right, so I was in Cooper's last night, and I was talking to the guys in there. So I have a question for the men. P, you paying attention?
Mhm.
So if your girl is out and she comes home, you give your girl money to go out, and she comes home drunk, but she still has her money. Would you be mad?
Hell no.
I knew it.
No.
I knew that.
What you
That
mean?
didn't
I mean,
make
that's a
no-
natural- that's a natural
That's what I'm
effect.
saying. That didn't make no sense. So
That's a natural effect.
it's
Most
really
girls
men
say
out
no.
here that think I was talking to a couple guys last night, and they was like, "No, I don't want. If I give my girl some money, I want her to
Insecure
spend
men
the
are
money
gonna
that."
feel some
Insecure
type of
men.
way because they
Because
feel as though
listen,
men
it don't
have
mean
bought
that a nigga
their
that liked you
females
bought you
drinks.
drinks.
It means
That's what I'm saying.
If me,
your
you,
friends.
Look, I could go to, when the gold room used to be open, my female cousins might come there. I buy them all drinks. Fucking the bar owner might buy all the women drinks. Women naturally get bought drinks.
That is true.
And just because a woman gets bought a drink, if you ever worked in a bar, did security in a bar for so long, let me tell you, half the niggas that buy women drinks, them women don't even talk to them niggas.
But guess what's not going to happen on this live? You ain't going to get nobody to say yeah.
Absolutely not.
Because
they
know
would
that
never. They would not. That's insecurity.
They
They wouldn't admit to that.
Insecurity.
They was admitting to it last night.
He was admitting to it to you because it sounded good because he's sitting there talking about, I'm a man and ain't no man going by.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like,
I'll admit my insecurities. I be insecure about a lot of shit.
But how long did it
At the
take
end
you
of
to
the
get to
day,
that?
I don't care. If I ain't got to spend my money.
I ain't spending it. I done went out with $30 in my pocket, came back with 35.
but what happens?
Like,
what
go
does,
figure.
What does taking a drink from someone else say that you'll do? You understand what I'm saying?
It don't say nothing.
Because like he was
It don't say
saying,
nothing if you ever been in that atmosphere.
Like he was like, because he know what men
Right,
are
Drew.
thinking when they buy a person a drink. I said that's not true. I said,
I
but
know
at the end of
what-
the
and
day, you gotta know
some
your
men-
woman.
I don't know what
Yeah,
women
but
are
some-
thinking,
some
but I know
men
what a
do
lot of
think
women's
that.
responses be all the time. Like, this dumbass motherfucker keep
But what
buying
is a
me
man's
drinks.
response? You're talking about from a man. When you buy a woman a drink, what are you buying her a drink for?
Sometimes I'm buying a drink just to flaunt, just to keep it moving. We used to be in the gold room and everybody be buying each other drinks. We used to buy the whole fucking bar drinks.
Damn
I didn't even
yeah.
know the woman at the end of the bar. Nor did
But
I ever
a woman
speak
that
to
you
her.
have intentions on. Now you buy a singular woman a drink. What's your intentions? behind
Sometimes
it?
it's just fronting. You just a
Nah,
fucking fronter.
most people buy drinks with intentions to start the
talk.
conversation,
Right.
And then I'm buying another drink.
Right.
The conversation then went somewhere else,
Right.
and with intentions to go home with her at the end of the night.
Right.
I'm a smasher at the end of the
Right.
night. That's how. And the girl who's sitting with the girlfriend's like, this nigga keep buying me drinks. He must think he gets some ass. That's the first thing she says. So I totally understand him by saying, and that's if he's only buying her drinks. So by him not being there and not knowing if the whole group was purchased a drink, he would be like, well, damn, what the fuck this
And
nigga
that's
was buying you
usually
drinks
what
for?
happened.
Man, this new
if
era
your
of
woman is
boy
some-
girls,
she don't
these
need
niggas
girls.
that be out here in the
That-
clubs,
that is
I'm
true,
not even
Clayton.
worried about them niggas. Them niggas go to the club together and dance together.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even dance with women. Dog, you bought my girl a drink? Cool, man. I know you was dancing with your homeboys in the mirror.
Anyway,
Like, it's cool, man. Good looking. Like, I don't know.
it's a
Better
shame.
drink a down payment.
They definitely do. I bought that chick a drink over there. I ain't going nowhere until I get her like 5 more. Like, bro, like, so what you bought her a drink?
And that's really what it be. Like, and they be thinking that you be too
The only problem
intoxicated that
should
you don't know
be
what
if
you're
your
doing.
chick asking for drinks.
Asking
that is
for
true.
drinks,
Now,
right,
Rob, I agree
right.
with that. I can't stand a nigga. I can't stand the chick that be with me and be like, "You gonna buy us a drink?"
Oh,
I be
no,
looking at them.
I
I'm
ain't
like,
asking nobody to buy it.
"Did you just ask this nigga to buy us a drink?" Soon as he buy one, I send one back. That made us look like we came in. My brother said he was a security guard. I seen empty pocketbooks. They only had tampons and keys in them.
right.
No
I seen
money.
girls come in
They had
ready for
enough
that.
money to get in the door. I'm not that. I can't. I'm not going out without no money. That's number one. I got bus fare and I don't even
Right.
catch the bus. And I got drink money.
Right.
I don't want no. You send me a drink, that's one thing, but send them one back. I'm very courteous. Cause I don't want you to think it's nothing, ain't nothing happening in the end. Now, when I was younger,
I ain't
they was running the bar over
I ain't
Debbie's.
seen no
Everybody
drink.
was ordering top shelf, everything.
I ain't
Now-
saying no drink
Shit,
back.
you ever
Oh,
came
see,
to a
I
party
sent
at the
a
gallery,
drink
I
back.
buy
Tell them
everybody a
thank you.
drink.
I never
don't
knew
even know
that
what
was
I
a
bought
thing,
for.
though, Maisha. I never knew that sending a drink back was a thing. Until I sat down Fifth Street Bar. Them old men get in there and buy you a drink.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody
the rounds
definitely
goes
sends
back
it back.
round and all that.
Send them one back, please, on me. But it's
I
just a
haven't done
thank
that
you.
yet.
I just started doing it within the last 5 years.
Let me start sending drinks back. Cause I ain't never did that.
I'm gonna send back napkins with IOUs on them.
Yes, I never did that. No, but I'm just like, that don't make no sense. Like at the end of the day, I don't care how much money you give me. If I'm not spending it if I don't have to. I think the minimum drinks I've ever bought is
like
maybe
what?
2.
I'm
Two.
now going in the gold room. That ish that Kenny talking about. Listen, they run the bar, I run it back. You're not gonna keep on trying to get me
Everybody
drunk.
at the
And
bar, it's like everybody
it's
at the
a
bar
whole
about a
crowd.
whole bar drink.
They said we meeting over at the gold room for B birthday. Or
you
a
gonna
fear
get drunk.
birthday or something like that. You know how it's gonna go, and it's like the
But
same
that don't mean them
people.
niggas is trying to fuck you.
No, it does not.
It just
And
mean
they,
you that
and
need
they
some
protect
alcoholics
you.
that
They
wanna get y'all
protect you
drunk.
when it's time. Like when it's time to go. Now we're gonna either make sure she got home or we're gonna make sure she gets to her car. Like, but you're gonna text and be like, "Hey, I made it home." They not leaving you stranded or nothing like that. That's 1738. I'm a hook B as soon as I see him. I swear to God.
And you know what else? Sometimes a woman to go to a club, like if you with all your girlfriends, right, and y'all bought a section, then most of the time a bottle come with it. Y'all be over there doing the boat thing and all
Get
that type
the
shit.
Get the
And
boat
don't be
thing.
That's not true,
Drive the
Clayton.
boat. And
Drive
don't
the boat.
y'all motherfuckers get drunk fast nowadays.
Everybody
Definitely
cute when
true.
you're drunk.
That's definitely true.
Everybody cute when you're drunk.
Fine women get drinks. Ugly women gotta buy drinks.
Everybody gets
Ugly
drunk.
women gotta
Everybody's
buy
cute
Send
when
me
you're
a
drunk.
drink over to the joint. I'm like, fuck. A
Listen,
man like, yo, I just sent a girlfriend a drink. So what
It-
you want me to do? He's like, you got to take that joint. You my wingman. So I said, I would like this.
So
you got to
it-
send me 3 more.
to piggyback off that, do y'all expect as a woman, if a man buys you a drink, does he have to buy your friend a drink?
Absolutely. For a man, I'm not gonna have one because how her girlfriends feel.
Unless
about
he got a
you,
good explanation.
how her girlfriends feel about you as a man is gonna dictate how your relationship goes. If her girlfriends don't like you, then it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, every time I'm out with my friends, they always buy
Man.
the.
Yeah, I buy you a drink and
I
just
don't
don't have a
expect
whole
that.
pot.
Unless
of
we
it.
at the bar, like if it's just me at the bar, he'll buy me a drink. But if we have the bartender send drinks over, it's always just drinks for everybody.
Right,
No,
You
no,
got 3
but do you-
girlfriends
do
with
you
you. All 3
expect-
of y'all get drinks. Make sure they.
I've gotten
four
drinks
ain't
and
never-
they didn't
you
get
ain't-
my friends a drink.
I don't mean I don't expect it though.
It's a
I
good thing
don't
the
expect
bars
that.
wasn't
How he
open
gonna
during
buy you a
pandemic
drink
time.
how he gonna buy you a drink and he ain't buy everybody a drink?
Right.
That's
I
how
don't
people
expect
feel.
it though. I
But
definitely don't
as a
expect
man,
it.
do you think that just because I want to buy her a drink, I have to buy all her friends a drink?
Absolutely. I know I do. That's why I don't
If you
buy
got your
females
PUA,
drinks.
you should.
I ain't buying no female no drinks. You
If
crazy?
you got
I'll
your
talk to
stimmy
her
check, you
afterwards.
should.
Buy all of us one. Leslie said. I'm just saying. I don't pay for drinks while I'm out. If I do,
Yeah, I think
I
I
pay
paid-
for my first drink.
I was about to say I think
It-
it might be my first and maybe my second, but that's about it.
I don't pay.
It
I don't
depends.
know. Like I said, I have gone out with $30. You be like, this all I'm spending on drinks. I've come back with $35. I mean, I
you
didn't
make
know.
$5?
I don't know.
I'll
And
definitely
was
come
pissing.
back with
me
more.
How you make
I
$5?
was drunk. I don't know. Somebody gave me the change or something. I don't
You
know.
can definitely come back home with
Nah,
more
because
money
Nav
than
be,
you
Yeah.
went
Nav be
out with.
Brody and shit too. Because I admitted
I
to go
don't
over with
Brody
Nav.
anything.
Nav talk about, yeah, why don't you go over there and order me some wings and shit before we leave? I gotta get me some wings and fries. Like shit, make you go do shit. I'm like, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, for the same
that.
reason P said. Listen, you can't expect to get to know a female if her girlfriends are guarding the castle. So you got to make sure they like you too. Oh, hey P, what's up? What's up, man? How you feeling? Girl, go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
And when
that's
I walk
right. That was
away,
that-
they
you-
gonna
that was
hit
your
you
front
like, I
voice.
like P. Why? Because they mad I'm not buying them a drink, or I'm not coming after them. I'm buying everybody a drink, but I'm coming after you.
So you was a
You know what I'm
fronter.
saying? And not a
You was
fronter.
balling.
Not a
You
baller.
was sorry. You allowed the ball, nigga.
The
Pay
only
way out
thing
the
I pay
drink.
for is food. Damn, I don't even pay for food.
I pay for food.
I don't.
I'll pay for my
Well, I
hookah.
didn't. In my days of going out, I didn't pay for food or drinks at one point in time.
Yeah,
I
if
got
I
us
pay
into
for
places
something, I'll
for
always
free.
get my money back.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
you do that?
Somebody definitely going to give
How
you
you do
back.
that?
People be passing money in the bar, be giving
And
people
they
money
be
in the bar.
fronting though.
They be
They
fronting.
giving you money?
fronting.
They give.
Oh, you different.
They give you cash?
Jabri, get her out the bar.
In the
Jabri.
bar, they give you cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jabri, get her out the bar.
How
Jabri.
y'all gonna
They
ask that
giving her
question
money.
like
I've
that's
had
never
people
true?
give me-
I buy ugly
Yeah,
women
it do
milk.
work
You
that
know
way.
what, Clayton?
No, you're
That
right.
is
I
not-
buy ugly woman milk.
That is not true. Shit,
No, that
every-
is true. That is
ugly
true.
chicks get hit.
It
So
de- it
yeah,
depends on-
All the
obviously.
time.
So for me, it depends on how late into the night it is, right? First start off at the top. And if the top don't bite, then I'm down at the bottom. And I buy the bottom, I get her a glass of Taylor's Port and orange juice.
Oh
You know what I
my
mean? Because I know you just need
y'all
one of
are
those.
wrong.
One of those and she ready to go. That's the old P. I'm not like that anymore. I don't.
You're
I don't,
wrong. In my
hang
day
out
of
in
going
bars
out,
and shit like that. I
especially
don't
in
do
the
that no
city,
more.
pay for nothing. I ain't pay for nothing, Lakeisha. I ain't pay. When I say pay for nothing, nothing.
No,
not
I-
a drink, not a cover charge.
And no, I do understand how y'all
Yeah, I
be
didn't pay
having
for.
extra
I
money
don't
though.
pay for a cover charge.
If I'm walking
Yeah,
in,
no, because some guys
I've
don't
never
want to
paid-
buy the drink.
If I
Like some
walk
guys
in-
that give you the money, like, what you drinking, huh?
If
Go
I
ahead,
walk
go
in
walk
and
off.
somebody walking in, they'll pay for me to get in.
Yeah, I'm paying for them behind me, or I got them. Like let them go.
Like, you know
I'm
who
not
on
paying
you.
to get in.
You know who on you when you walk in the bar. You know who.
I'm
a
not
little bit
paying
too
to get
friendly.
in. I'm not paying for nothing but my first drink, and that's only because I'm gonna walk to the bar and immediately order it. But if I sit down first and I'm waiting for the bartender to come, that's it. But nah.
What's
Nah.
They definitely do if they don't know.
He said, "How you get $5?"
Top bite, don't bite.
She's saying they definitely do. Ugly chicks get hit. They be
All the
getting
time.
hit because
Yeah,
they
all the
quit.
time.
They quit.
Of
to
course,
get it up
ugly
in
chicks
something.
get hit. If I was drinking the whole fucking night,
So I mean,
Now
you
she
look
cute.
like you.
So how many
like-
women accept the drinks knowing they giving up the yams at the end of the night?
Oh, I don't know.
Enough. You knew when you walked in who you was leaving home with if they in the bar.
Some of y'all don't
guys
even
on
make
the
it all the
street.
way home.
Guys,
Some of
now, I done
some of
seen
y'all
that.
car knocks.
Hanging down the Woods Grill Bull, they ain't even make it past the alley. I'm like, what the? Okay.
Some of y'all trying to make it home to your relationship, so you a car knockoff.
Enough.
Oh my god.
And that, but that's all they for. That's all
Shit.
they.
Hold on.
it's
When
her
I was
decision,
younger, the Highland Motel, you could rent an hour.
You still can.
Yeah, I'm older than you, and I'm hoping and praying they wasn't going to the Highland.
Yes, they
I would
Shit,
knock the
niggas,
shit out
the
of
Highland
somebody.
used to jump.
I used to make a lot of money.
Highland used
Nigga,
to
hell, Mike
jump.
said make a lot
Ain't
of money.
nobody taking me to no Highland. They not taking me to the Highland, the Motel 6, or the Red Roof Inn. I'm sorry, and this is in my younger days.
That's the
And you're not
Days Inn.
taking
So they
me-
take you to the Days Inn, Howard
Not the
Johnson.
Days Inn, Howard Johnson, none of them. It's
got
the
a lot of-
Comfort Inn. It was the Comfort Inn because
You got a lot of assets,
Jacuzzi
Nah,
joints.
You
I'm
deserve
sorry they
more.
ain't got the jacuzzis no more.
I'm gonna tell you where I stay. I don't. My past is my past. I know where I went. You're not taking me to no Motel 6, bro.
Nah, for
We're
you,
not
you a
doing that.
lot of women to wrestle. I can't.
You
They
not
wasn't
taking-
going.
You
They
gotta
wasn't
take
going
me-
to wrestle you in one of them beat up
You gotta
rooms.
take me to a comfortable hotel. We not doing this. I'm not worrying about leaving with bed bugs, ticks, fleas,
Bed bugs.
none of that stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm just
I remember
saying.
the first time I ever went to Highland Motel, bro.
Turn on the lights. Them joints
This was
run.
during my trapping, so it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't sexual, but they had porn on the TV. I walk in the joint, I'm like, yo, this is really fucking sad.
That's
Ghetto.
horrible.
This is really like you really come in this
Fine
motherfucker,
woman
and I mean
already
motherfuckers was
know
coming in and out all fucking night, but it's like, damn, like you motherfuckers really sit up in this motherfucker and do this shit, and this is trifling.
Not ugly women ready to go
This is
home.
absolutely trifling, but
No,
They-
the
they-
ugly ones sit around.
No, listen. It
The
is
ugly
one
ones
of
sit
them.
around.
Don't everybody got that hating ass friend that be like, I'm ready. Every group
Yeah.
has that hating ass friend.
well
that
now
be
with
like, I'm
Uber,
ready.
be like, bitch, I'm
I
gonna get you an Uber to your house. Cause
Yes, you gonna Uber home because I ain't
Thank
ready.
God for Uber.
Thank you, Uber
Yes.
and Lyft. Shout out to Uber and Lyft. Like, it's serious, man. Your friend, I'm ready to go. Well, I'm not, man. I just bought that bitch 3 drinks over there. She looked like she about to break. Now I'm gonna send her another drink. You good? Send her another.
That's why I always drive, and I always drive to my destination, and I drive by myself.
Now you deserve Trump International and Harvard.
Is he trying to crack on
I
you?
think he is.
That's Nate
he's
Jessup.
de-
He
Listen,
said-
Oh,
Nate,
he
Welcome to the
kissed the
show.
heart to
Looking
you?
for
Yeah, he said kiss
Oh,
your
he
face.
trying.
Nate been coming at 9 for a
Nate.
minute. Now I've talked about a refrigerator and a
Oh yeah,
a
he
stove.
offered to buy me the
He offered to buy the refrigerator and the stove. I said, damn, you gotta listen. If you want, sometimes it's bigger than just drinks, bro. Sometimes you gotta
listen,
you gotta
He
have
offered you a
flaunting.
refrigerator and a stove.
I'm
That's
listen.
decent.
Before it used to be
He
like
different.
you gotta be able to you.
He trying
you
to make
have
sure
to be
you
able
eat.
to give me money. But now if you can't buy my appliances, my nigga, I don't want nothing from you. I'm not a bag or a shoe bro. I am an appliance upgrade
Definitely not.
bitch. I'm
so
telling
you
you.
so you
My
telling
washer,
Nate that
my
kind of was
washer
a good
and
thing
dryer
to do.
costs $2,600 that I need for upstairs. If you can't give me $2,600 for this, you're not getting it. I'm telling you. I don't play.
Nate Jessup
said that
only said
because-
niggas mouth is white.
I don't be
Damn.
play. People they
That's
settle
decent.
for stuff. I'm not a pocketbook bro. I don't want no $1,000 pocketbook.
Right.
You could put that to my third.
You want an
I've already
appliance.
brought my own refrigerator, but you could have put that to that. My stove. I'm not one of those people. I want something that's going to add value too.
He said, no doubt, that's nothing for him. 2,600 is
Ain't
nothing for your
nothing.
loving.
Nothing.
2,600 is
depot.
nothing for your loving.
Nothing.
When you want to go to the depot.
I,
I'm saying?
Nothing.
I definitely give you $3,000 worth of good loving.
Listen,
I
if I
promise
buy
you.
if I buy your monkey ass, if I buy somebody a washer and dryer, even when we break
I'ma
up, you
wash
better
your
let me wash
clothes.
my clothes.
No. I'm gonna wash your clothes a couple times, but I'm gonna give you 3 stacks worth of good loving.
What?
A KitchenAid. Let me tell you something. A KitchenAid mixer.
I buy you a
don't play.
refrigerator. I don't give a fuck. We break up. You better let me put this 6-pack in your refrigerator.
No.
What you talking about?
It ain't even.
like that?
Then I pick my
I better be able to-
I pick my head up as soon as she's like, I will give you $3,000 worth of good
$3,000
love.
for loving.
What he get? What I miss?
What do you
He
get for
get
that
that and not
and not
sex.
sex?
He get
Sex.
Y'all about
And I tell him
I better be able
we
to come
want
get ice
the
out of your
stove
freezer every
attachment.
You
time.
want the stove attachment.
Al is not playing. I ordered it, Al. I ordered the griddle to go over top of the stove
Right.
to make it a whole entire griddle.
Right.
Shout out to Kiana. I said I wanted it the day she cashed at me. But she say I cook for her. But my whole thing is I don't want the cheap one. And can I afford it to buy myself? Absolutely. But I just asked. I did answer. I'm gonna give him that. I'm not playing. Anything I need access to, I put anything over 1,500. Listen, it's about getting people do nice things for you.
I can't hear it. Can't hear it.
It's keep going out.
I'm not playing it.
Oh,
Oh, guess who just walked in, y'all?
it's Jabri. I want to drink in a nice day dressing.
Things I gotta tell
Hairs
you.
of the feet did.
You want,
Listen,
He telling you what he want to.
Yes, Lord. I want a nice date dressed with a split up the side hair now.
Split on the side.
I'm just saying.
Dante, guess who just
I
came
didn't
to the
come from
station,
an era-
Dante?
I didn't come from an era where niggas was giving you $40. I'm sorry, that was never me. $40 was not.
Where did that
sex.
even
I will-
come? Where
I
did
don't care
that
if I
even
say-
come from?
I don't care
even know
if
where
my-
that came
Where
from.
did that
My
even
fucking
come
hair
from?
costs
So-
$40. You better give me $50.
So this
I'm
is where
not playing.
this is where it came from.
Yeah, tell me
Yes,
where it
where it
came
came
from. Break
from.
it down.
It just popped about.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yes.
Before you say this is theology. That you
Yes.
about to
This
give.
thoughtology 101. So before, when there was expensive sex, right? You would say maybe $200, $300.
It wasn't never a
Right.
price with sex when I was
It was
younger.
right. You would
no,
just
hold
give
on,
up.
hold
You
on.
would just give up
It
the
wasn't.
$200
It was-
or whatever. But
No.
since Percocets came in, and since people start popping Molly and cigarettes, the
Pay
female
$40?
it got cheaper. So $40 was I can get 10 men for $40 and make $400 a day.
But
So
that's
the number
that's
comes in
all- first of
low.
all,
The number comes in low,
that's
but
a
the
whole
quality
process.
goes up.
No, you might as well take that $40 and put it on the bed and say thank
That's a
you,
whole
ma'am, and
prostitute,
keep it
though.
moving. At
what
$40,
costs
Yo,
$40?
listen.
Nothing.
Nothing
When I was
costs
younger-
Nothing. I don't have a bill in my
Listen.
house that's $40.
Yes.
I'm not one of those. Kenny,
And
what you
man,
about
listen.
to say is absolutely
You can't even
true.
get your
It wasn't
nails
the price
done
on
for
It
sex.
was, no, but it wasn't. But it
was just the standard
No, it was
amount
a
you should
standard,
give a
No,
woman, and
I'm saying
$40 wasn't it. If-
$40 is so low grading, right? When I was younger in the 90s, when we was teenagers, right? If you had a girl that you connected with and you was having sex with, a nigga never gave her 40. Nigga, where you going at the mall? Nigga, pass you a
Here.
guap.
Right.
Even if he ain't have
I
it, here,
wish
give her
somebody
200.
would pass
Go
me
ahead.
$40.
Man.
Where you going? You going to get some sneakers? Niggas was so
you got
mannerly back
$200
then.
for sneakers.
So this-
$40.
And this one,
Fuck is you trying
Reeboks
to-
was.
you
This
trying to
was
order
when
me
the
Just
Reeboks
Grease?
was out. That's
Listen,
it.
no lie. It would be like
You
this,
trying to get
right?
Just like that.
You would give your chick this, right?
Yeah,
this
you going
this
to
is
the
three.
mall,
This
huh?
is $300.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I know that if my chick is going to the mall, she's gonna
Or
spend.
you
that
gave her the
$300.
hustler knot.
This is
Wow.
the
It was
It was
hustler
like
knot.
300 with a bunch of
300.
ones with a
Bang.
rubber band
Yeah.
on
And
it.
it equaled up to 5.
Yeah, you like,
I don't
huh?
know what
What
the,
grown
I
woman
said.
accepts $40?
No nigga.
The grown
was
woman
ever-
I
wanted
ain't
to
doing
take
it.
down.
You
more
wouldn't even
than
want that
4 or
rumor
5.
on your name.
If you know you a whore, you a whore. If you know you giving it out whole,
But even
stop.
if you're a whore, like, what can you do with $40?
If-
You
What
can't
can
even
you do?
feed yourself
Just
with
get the
$40.
Percocets.
Feed yourself for
All you can
$40.
do is get the Percocets. Molly
Yeah,
Percocets.
you can't feed
You
yourself
can
with
feed
$40.
yourself
Not
for
with
$40.
DoorDash.
Make that so.
Not with DoorDash.
But you
Not
got
with DoorDash.
Not
got a
Chick-fil-A
car. You put-
DoorDash.
you put $20 worth of gas in your car and shoot the Wendy's and get a 4 for $4, and you end up
Women's
feeding
standards
yourself
are low.
and
No,
your 3 kids.
Not women. These girls'
Oh, no.
standards are low.
I ain't let no man buy me no 4 for $4. I buy
Let me
myself.
let me tell you something. I got a 20-year-old daughter, and her standards is so high. She puts some of these chicks my age to shame. And she ain't no gold digger. She earned everything, but she don't take bullshit. She look at you and she be like, "Boy, you," and like she don't give time nothing. And it's not because I instilled it in her. She just knows her worth. She don't waste her time on frivolous relationships. She's not hopping from dick to dick. None of that. And she's 20.
Oh, you definitely
I-
can get
it ain't that.
Showells with
You could-
$40.
And
If I get you Showells, I love
you
you.
getting the A.
If I'm going to risk
No,
my
you ain't
life
getting
and get
an
you
A.
Showells or J&S,
Or
I
JNS,
definitely
I
love
like you.
Like,
I
you,
like
better,
you.
you better suck this thing like crazy.
Yeah.
I want to
40
see all the
times
spit.
10 a little different.
It is different, but that's still not.
And this is the
That's
after
a
hours
lot.
of-
40
of-
times
of
10.
the morning
Yeah.
meeting.
Like
It
that's
comes
10
12:05.
niggas for $40. I'm not doing none of that, bro.
That's not enough.
That's-
That you had to
But
fuck 10 niggas for $400?
That's hard.
Your coochie beat
that's
up.
it. That's 10 niggas. No.
That's a lot of work you had to do that day.
It's not-
No,
it's-
real
You better off just going and getting a job.
Hold on, let's keep it a bean.
You
Let's-
better off going to get a
can
car
we
and
keep it a
Uber
bean?
driving.
Can we keep it a bean though?
Yeah,
Like
keep it a
seriously,
bean.
you're saying that's a lot of work, but everybody ain't lasting longer than 5 minutes. So
It's still
hold
a
on.
lot,
Hey,
though.
That's still a
Oh,
lot.
that's all right. So hold on. Let's do this. Let's do it in a man's way, right?
Okay.
It doesn't insult a man.
right. Fuck insult them. Insult them.
Take
Quickie
a woman's
flipping and low cash.
so for $40, right? I want you to take a woman's finger, right? Take 10 different women's fingers and put them in your mouth. How dirty is that? So imagine that on a woman's end. You
She
telling her to
listening.
stick 10
She
different
listening.
niggas' dicks in her vagina
She
for
listening.
$40 a piece? That's dirty as shit.
They wearing
Smell
condoms,
everything.
so they wearing condoms.
No, they not.
I'm just
No,
saying.
they not,
if,
bro.
if she's
If
being,
they're taking $40, they ain't wearing a condom,
Hold on,
bro.
You
I'm
guys
saying
smell
if
every
she's being-
finger
if
too.
she's being cautious.
Yeah, that's dirty.
If she's being cautious, she's telling them they got to wear a condom.
need to
If
have
she's accepting
bumps on your
$40,
face.
She made $40 an hour, 8 hours a day.
That is
Listen,
nasty.
that's
nasty.
They did the math on it.
I don't
They
care
said
how-
y'all talk,
Imagine
y'all
how
talk
beat
how
up that.
quick you are.
Imagine how
Hold
beat
up.
up them yams is by Friday.
How
They
quick
talked
you
up.
are.
They
That's
did the
nasty.
math on it on Facebook. They said everybody talking about this $40, but $40 at 10 a day is $400 a day times 5 because she's gonna give
Nah.
herself off for 2 days. They did the math on it and
I
it's
ain't
tax
about to
free.
be- I
They
ain't
did
about to
it.
be
They
having
talked
sex
about the
with 10
strippers
So
too.
that's 2,000.
They took
$2,000
$2,000 a week tax free that she just made,
Yeah.
and she took off Saturday and Sunday, or she might have
Then-
took off Monday and Tuesday.
Then she got 3 days off for a period.
There you go. They talked
that's
about it.
50
They said
ding dings.
That's $8,000 a month.
And it might be somebody.
That's
It might be
$8,000
repeat.
a month.
It might be repeat
Listen,
customers,
man,
though.
you gonna listen
I'm
to me,
saying,
man.
I ain't knocking her hustle.
Pierre,
No,
you're a
I'm
person
knocking
that
it. That's
does
disgusting.
ratios and stats.
Right.
50 ding dings going to chicken 1 week. One of them had crabs. Out of 50, one of them had an
That's
STD.
his favorite STD.
One of them had an STD.
Well,
Very
she
much
making them
it-
strap up.
That's very much so.
If she's
I'm not
protecting
knocking.
herself.
I'm not knocking that girl's hustle.
You
she's
saying
protecting
200
herself.
ding dings in 1
Nah,
month?
she
Yeah.
insuring her
It's
business.
only
That's
30 days.
There's
$25,000.
some hoes out here seeing 200 ding dings a month ain't getting $40.
That's a lot.
But
That's a
that
lot
you
of
seeing a
ding-dings.
disease. After 200 ding dings, you done seen a disease.
You done
That's a
seen a
lot of
couple
ding-dings.
diseases. You done seen trichomonas. You done seen gonorrhea. You done seen chlamydia. You done seen crabs.
For
You done
$40?
You done seen
You
the
might have
doctor.
seen herpes.
Yeah.
For $40?
All that for $40, it
But,
ain't worth
but
it.
it's 8,000. I see y'all looking at the small amount. I'm talking about the $8,000 a month.
Repeat
I don't wanna
customers.
be-
I'm just saying,
Listen,
John.
hold
I
on,
don't
man.
be itching for no
So wait a
40
minute.
for
I don't give a fuck about
$8,000
$8,000. So
a
you think
I risk
$8,000
my
a
life
month
right
is
now for
okay?
It's a lot
when you
for-
scratching
it's
shit
a-
out of
hold
your
up.
dick?
Hold up, it's a lot. It's a lot for a young girl
It is.
who only making $9 an hour at fucking
That
McDonald's.
is a lot.
It's a lot for a young girl who been working at Walmart with 2 fucking kids. It's a lot.
Yeah, and
I'm
every
not
time
gonna
she
knock-
get a non-fatigue
I'm-
car and you put on the heated seats, that shit stinks.
That's on. Listen, that's on her. So that's what I would tell her, sweetheart. You got to start wearing cum catchers because obviously you're not maintaining yourself well, and stop letting them hit you raw. Because I'm gonna talk to her. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it out here. Make sure you're doing it with dignity, and don't let somebody like K Hunt tell you that's 50 fucking dicks,
It
and
is
you
50
sitting here saying
dicks.
I know
Tell me
I
that's
shouldn't be
50
doing it. Guess what? If that's how you get your money, get that fucking money. You ain't asking nobody for a handout.
$96,000 for a year.
96,000 a year.
How many penises is that though?
It
to make
doesn't
the
matter.
96,000?
You're worrying about
You
you're
know-
worrying
so
about
no,
the wrong
no,
stuff.
no.
So
wearing
guess what?
money.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? How many penises does a stripper see?
2,000.
How many penises does a male exotic dancer or whatever see? Like
Penises that a male exotic dancer see.
they
What are you
gay,
talking
they
about
gay,
here?
ain't they?
My fault. I did the math wrong. That's 96,000 a year.
$96,000
So
a
that's
year.
rich class.
That's
Let me
rich.
tell you something. However she choose to get that money, she only worked 8 hours, 10 hours out the day,
Right.
and she probably didn't even work 10. She worked 7.5, and she took her lunch break.
And
Fuck
don't-
that. She can write that shit
That's
off.
2,400 dicks in a year. It's only 376 days, dog. What is you talking about,
Taking 10
dog?
a day. She taking 10 a day.
As a man,
She
I
taking
don't
10
even
a
want to.
day.
I don't want to fuck this many women in a year. I don't want to fuck 2,400 women for 96,000 in a year. No, that's a lot.
Listen,
that's a lot.
if
That's a lot of
no,
juice.
hold up. You
Niggas-
gotta
but
take
niggas
that
fucking
down.
That many chicks,
You
and
gotta
they
take
getting
that
$1.
down. It's probably 1,500 niggas because she
she's
got
saying-
repeat. She
got
got
repeat,
she
yeah.
probably do.
$40?
And she knows she ain't gonna never be in no
Hold on, you
relationship.
know this chick is charging you $40 and you get a whole hour with her?
An
Niggas
hour.
is coming back every
What
day.
nigga you
You
know?
gotta
Like what
get-
nigga you know trying to be with a prostitute for an hour?
Some of them do.
Niggas
Listen,
pay for time.
how y'all gonna knock her for her hustle though?
I'm not knocking
I'm
her.
not knocking her for
supporting
her hustle.
I applaud.
Baby.
And if she charging $40, hit me up sometime.
She said if she charging $40, hit me
I'll
up
pay the
sometime.
$40.
I'm not saying that it's right because I'm a
Knock-
mom of daughters,
knock
but I'm
the
saying
fuck
if that's
outta
what she
her.
got to do, that's what she got to do.
Knock
She
the
might not
dust
have
off that
support.
pussy.
I'm not knocking her. I know people who had to go to the extremes to actually get by, and guess what? They ain't charge $40, but they ain't make $96,000 a year either.
100, 200. I'm not paying.
I'm
not
just
paying
saying.
over $100.
I know
for the
chicks
year.
who just because they wanted a pair of shoes or something like that, they really went and hit a nigga up just to screw him for some money. No, I'm not knocking you for your hustle. And your paycheck ain't
$96,000
enough.
a year, tax
She
free.
still went to
And
work.
she can still work a regular job.
I said that.
She can
Thing
still
real
work a
bad.
regular.
Niggas go to
9
Vegas and pay
5.
that $40. I think that's where it came from.
She definitely
My life mean more than $9,600.
$96,000.
Where you at right now in your life?
it-
Right
it
now
do.
it means more.
Look.
Guess what? 10 years ago it didn't mean more.
10 years ago, it did. It
you-
did.
how-
Nah, bro, you was running around.
Even in my whore days,
You was running
You
around.
were running around doing a
In
whole
my
lot
whore
worse
days,
than-
I couldn't do 2,400 women in 66 days.
That's because
I'm
2,400 women wouldn't let you. 2,400 men will screw that woman like he was the first one to ever hit her. Plain and simple as that.
Not the first one.
He gonna fuck her like she the first one to ever hit her. Some of them gonna do more for the $40 than she did. Plain and simple as
Can you
that.
imagine? Can you imagine eating them? Ugh.
They do it.
I'm
They
about to
do
be
it.
mad.
They
She got
wiping
a
her.
number stripe across.
I'm
the
not
top of
paying
her
over
shit,
$100.
indicate
Bull
that you
crazy.
number 2,401.
Listen,
I'm about to be a madam.
let me tell you something.
About to be a madam.
Niggas do it all the time, not knowing where she been at, who she been with.
I
They
need
do
to
it
pimp my
first
Isha, you gonna be my
night.
pimp.
They do it without having sex. That y'all frauding. They do it. They didn't even stick dick to her. They done already put their face in it.
I done
They
seen,
done did it.
Listen to me. I done,
You don't know,
I done
and
been
they
in the
still
strip
left the
club and
$40
seen
on
the
the dresser.
I seen the nigga with the most money in the strip club walk up to the stage and open up her legs and start eating it. I seen that. Niggas do that. I seen niggas eating ass at the strip club. So I know what you saying. A nigga will do anything. I seen niggas.
Absolutely, Leslie.
I seen niggas on the corner that have sex with the crackheads. I seen the hustlers have
John
sex
Rice,
with
are you saying
crackheads.
you're not paying over $100 now
Why?
or then?
In the strip club, they be sweaty as hell.
Or was you saying that to Kenny?
They be so sweaty.
So this is what we're gonna do.
$100
It was a great show today. It was an excellent show today. Thank you, Maisha, for stopping
didn't
through. Make sure
Now you want to
He don't
end?
want to talk
it's
about
12:13 because he got to talk about eating the pussy. I'm not going there. We're not going
No,
there.
that's what happens.
That's
like
what
you
happens.
said,
You was on the corner hustling before.
2,400
Hustlers
people.
on the corner fuck
Never had
crackheads.
nobody on the corner.
Hustlers on the corners get their dick sucked from crackheads. Niggas will stick their dick in anything.
Did that.
Niggas will stick
He
their
act
dick
like
in
he
the
never
wall.
did that.
Who?
They
Yeah.
doing
Act
the
like I never
crackheads
did
got
what?
babies too.
Had a crackhead on the corner.
Never.
No, you never.
Find
That,
one.
I need a lie
Find
detector
me one.
test.
you know what, P? You was out on them streets a long time.
I was
ago.
out on the streets
I
for a long
need
time,
you
but I
to
also
take a
got
lie
a girlfriend
detector
at
test.
17, and I dated white women outside of
That don't
Chester.
mean nothing, bro.
There was
That don't
so
mean
there
nothing.
has to be a need. So
I need
there
you
has
to
to be
take
a
a-
need.
So you never had a fiend.
P
Stop.
said it.
You never had a fiend of a product that you were selling offer you sexual pleasures for the product that you were selling.
Ah,
And he
see,
took
so
it.
you're talking differently,
That's
right?
what she said.
He said a crackhead.
Well,
I've never in my
crackhead,
life ever experienced
weed
a crack,
head, any of them
crackhead
drugs.
head. I've never experienced that in my life.
So you never had nobody that got high and give you head.
No, that never got high
I
off
don't need a
anything
lie
I was
detector
selling.
test.
Like
Was they getting high?
He wasn't
Not
a
just
hustler,
weed.
man.
yeah,
I don't believe
They
it.
was
Yeah.
getting, then you
Yeah.
had
I feel
crackhead
like-
head.
yeah.
Exactly.
He
But
had
it's not
crackhead
crack,
head.
but it's not crackhead head
That
though.
is crackhead.
Crackhead head.
So Kenny, you never had crackhead
No,
head?
he didn't say he did.
I never said I did.
That's a fuck.
What I'm talking about.
He hung up Middletown. We
in them
know he
streets.
did.
But it's,
I was in them streets.
But we talk about it. So is there a different
out in
level?
them streets.
So is there a different
Yeah.
level of
Yeah.
crackhead? Like, was she dirty? Did she stink? Like,
No, I'm just saying in general. She was if they're using your product,
I'm pretty
they give
sure you had
sexual-
people that stink.
Shit.
I used
That's
to
like
do that.
niggas saying they didn't have.
I'm pretty sure you done had niggas that
Dante,
stink.
go ahead.
What Dante say?
Girl down the project
Had sex with a pit bull back in the day.
What? That must be your back in the day.
Yeah, that's our back in the day. But
definitely-
no,
it definitely happened.
there were certain levels that I wasn't.
It was
I
on
wasn't
video.
involved
It was on
in.
VHS tape.
So yeah, you're right. You're
It
right.
was.
Kenny.
That did happen.
Oh
Absolutely.
wow.
Absolutely.
Y'all knew the person?
I don't know. I don't even know who they talking about.
I do.
The person, the girl that had sex with the pit bull.
She's married now.
She married for real?
Yeah, just all porn stars end up
What's
getting
her
married.
name?
She was married.
Oh, she was married. All right,
She ain't
well,
married
she
no
was.
more?
I don't know if she ain't married no more. She definitely.
Oh, you
was.
know her now?
He couldn't get over. She couldn't
Everybody
get
knew who it
John
was.
Rice. John Rice, is that true?
Ooh.
Hey, John, is that true?
CMPRadio.net. We are out of
She
here,
married
man.
him?
Listen. I'm cutting off their microphones, right? Because it's the end of the show. Microphones completely cut off. I'm not. We not doing that. Look at it. Look.
I mean, John from the streets, he would know if it was true or not. John, is that true? Did a girl fuck a dog back in the day?
It happened.
That was in the newspaper about them dogs. You can cut my mic off.
That's
Are we not even going to talk about the fact that Jabri made it here after Maisha did the hair swing?
the 80s. It happened in the 80s.
Oh, that's what you want to switch back to the 80s? It's okay.
No, I watched
Sorry.
that.
I don't know. Was it the 80s or was it the
Go
early
ahead,
90s?
No, that was the 90s. That was the early
The
90s.
early 90s, I was over
Oh,
there.
I was born.
Standing next to you.
That's how
It was the early 90s.
I'm a mover, and then you grab her hair and
All right, Commanding Life. Commanding Life. Reminders for Life, March 8th, 2021. Work on you. It will get you to your destination. Life never changes your blessing. It only keeps pushing you to get prepared to receive them. Your miracles are already arranged. Have faith in that guarantee. Today, do the work and get ready for where you're going. It will be worth it. You must work on your healing, welcome your wholeness, and be prepared to live the happiness you are creating. Commanding Life is found on Instagram. I read it every day before I go to bed. It's a couple different passages on there that I think are good. So, wholeness. That's what it's about, creating wholeness. So I want to salute everybody, man, that continues to watch the show, continues to support the radio station, cmpradio.net. This Saturday, we will be live from the Clippers' first game of the football season. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you support the children.
Whose game?
The Clippers, football.
Football season is just starting?
Yeah.
Y'all done this COVID shit done fuck life up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
At the end of the
it should
school
be
year?
it should be a basketball playoff game Tuesday.
They're gonna die playing in them hot them uniforms when the heat. That's back in the
It's only an 8-game season, so that's 2 months, right? That's 2 months. So they'll get it done
crazy.
March and April. So
It's like
yeah,
death race.
yeah, definitely lit. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Any things y'all want to say to everybody before y'all roll out?
Get out my face, Kenny. Because I know you about to say. I know you about to say.
Just gonna spin the girl like that. Man, we're out of here, man. The CMPRadio.net.